should have tested my mic first. Ooh.
I can
No, I'm good. It looks
listen.
good.
Okay.
All right. Last we saw our heroes of Hyrule. After an unsettling visit from Ozzy of Great Fairy Phasia affiliation, they'd begun searching for one of the few great fairies they still had yet to meet, Kesa. As they were crossing the Tabitha Great Bridge, an earthquake struck, sending the nearby Tabitha stable into disarray. Lucky for its patrons, the Eponico owners were present to lend support and bolster morale. Continuing on their journey, they found the entrance to Kesa's grotto with ease and ascended to find her attention already occupied by 3 Rito men. These adventurers proved to be Lydian's friends from Rito Village, Masley, Mixo, and Locrian. The heroes overheard the Great Fairy break the news that she couldn't bless Locrian's wedding to Lydian's ex Laissa because there was no more love in Hyrule, the latest instance of the fairies meddling in mortal affairs. After agreeing to meet at the nearby Rito camp, it was 11th Hour's turn to talk to Kesa. She was heartbroken over her decision, but admittedly she cared too much for the people of Hyrule to sit idly by as Terra terrorized them, and her best move was to create fewer people to torture. Our heroes learned that Kesa is the Great Fairy of the Moon, and it's best to avoid her during the Blood Moon. With further discussion, they managed to piece together that Natara and her plane-shifting, portal-detecting abilities might be what's known as a Kokiri. After exiting the Great Fairy Grotto, 11th Hour rejoined Lydian's friends and followed them back to Rito Village. But their journey was just too far, so they had to stop to camp. Keela, still unable to shake her compulsions, stayed up into the night, tinkering as her companions kept watch. As concern for their Hylian friend grew, she and Lorhannon got into a disagreement that resulted in a petty Mighty Banana breakfast the following morning. Also, Lo reached back out to Lydian, following up on her message from yesterday that she was worried about their moms. Upon reaching Rito's stable, 11th Hour didn't see a single horse, undoubtedly evidence of Great Fairy Terra's influence. And with Case's influence, the once vibrant home of the Rito people had lost all energy, a testament to how love is integral into their culture. Ionia and Pavilion were staying at Swallow's Roost Inn, but the reunion was lackluster. Ionia, a more muted version of herself, though Pavilion was mostly the same. Concerns grew as our heroes encountered Solella, Lydian's mom. It was evident that she and Kree, once two of the most in-love people in Hyrule, were more than just out of love, but upset with each other. And that is where we find our heroes now. 11th Hour. You've just parted ways with Solella to obtain the teleportation location at the Rivali's Landing Shrine. You can see Dronok's Pass across Lake Totori, home of the flight range where Kree and the rest of the warriors must be. Then you hear the ever-familiar voice of a younger sister yell, "Lydian!" And
Lowe's back, baby. Our best NPC is here. That's actually not true. Ionia is also here.
Lo
Lois
is
is the original. She's the original NPC. But you guys turn and see Lo. She is no longer dressed in like the vibrant colors she used to wear. She is just almost like identical to every other Rito warrior that you've seen around in their like leather armor and the embellishments that they have. But ever tall and lanky as a more crane-like Rito. She seems to move with like more control and sturdiness of herself. But she rushes up to you, Lydian, and embraces you. And she's like, "Good, okay, good. You're here. I'm so worried about Solella and Kree. Have you run into either of them yet?"
Yes, I ran
Then
into
you know what
Solella.
I mean. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
she's
I
at Birds
mean,
of Clay, like nonstop.
do you know anything? Do you know anything about this? I have some insight that I can provide.
Well, what do you
What's
have?
your level of? Well, are you familiar with the Great Fairies at all? Did you touch on those in your research at all?
Not really. I'm aware that there are a couple that exist. Actually,
The Great Fairies are.
Yeah, I'm like barely aware that there are some that exist.
The Great Fairies are basically minor planar deities that are in controls of different domains around Hyrule, and unfortunately, due to some interference from various mortals and other people. They seem to be at odds with each other at the current time, and Terra, the one that controls the elements and the animals and the beasts of the earth, is on the offensive. The rest of them are on the defensive. So some of them might take away certain aspects of life, such as death or love, and we can't really have anything to do with that until we stop them somehow. So
Interesting that you say that. Okay. Um, could I talk to you alone really quick?
sure.
And you guys, the rest of you, kind of hang out on Rivali's landing as Lo kind of pulls you away. You guys ascend up the center pillar just a little bit, a little around the corner, so that she could say something to you. She begins to confess. So I kind of want to know a bit more about the love thing because recently, you know, Tulin,
Yeah, I'm familiar.
well, he asked me out, and initially I was really excited, but the excitement I had totally went away a short time after, and I've been avoiding him ever since. I think I've changed my mind. I don't know. What did I
I
do?
mean, I think that if this is true and you felt a sudden change in your feelings, I honestly would chalk this up to the external force. I wouldn't, you know, cut ties with him at this time, but obviously you can't really do much if the if love is kind of muted at the moment. I think you should just kind of put that on the back burner right now. We're about to do um I feel like, well, I have to regroup with what we're about to do, honestly. But stick close to us for right now, and we'll see what we can do about these fairies first. And don't forget about him if your love is important to you.
I guess I just don't. I don't feel that way. I think I was just excited, and it just totally went away. But all right, thank you. We can rejoin your friends. I'm sorry to pull you away.
Also, Daruli, I'm fairly certain
Oh yeah.
is still around. I think was the conclusion that we had.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I don't know where he is or where they are. I don't even know anything about this person. But I can learn a little bit more about them if I have that book that I sent you.
Oh yeah, it's over in the roost.
Okay.
And which you guys are near. If you want it, you can grab it quick and then rejoin everybody.
I think so. Just to learn a little bit more. Did I already try scrying on Daruli today? I did.
Oh yeah, because yeah.
Okay. Then I don't know. Is it nighttime right now?
No, it is like the morning.
Daytime. Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't do anything else with that, so I'll just, that's pretty much the end of the interaction.
Yeah, you guys go back, retrieve the book. You can add it back to your inventory.
Sure.
And then you guys come back down and rejoin everybody. And once you guys are back, Lo will also say, well, it is good that you guys are here because, I mean, ever since the Kree Solella thing, Kree is hellbent on going up for Medoh right now.
Right.
And I know I have to report over there shortly for more training. But it seems like it's a now or never kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of assumed this would be the case because my friends and I have cleared out most of the other giant mechanical monsters. This is kind of the last on our to-do, and I figured Kree would kind of focus in on this after she fell out of love, but...
Yeah. Well, I will meet you guys over there whenever you're ready then.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we'll take off from here since you guys are at the entrance exit for flight at Rito Village here. And she heads off for the flight range. what else do you guys want to do?
What is our game plan, gang? What do we want to do?
What time is it?
It's probably so you guys traveled a little bit and then kind of talked. It's probably like 11 a.m.
Ugh,
Jeez.
we are in trouble.
Yeah.
We either have to convince them to not go, or we need to prepare for a marathon.
Or we let them go, and it doesn't matter because they can't die anyway.
Right, but we've talked about before the excruciating pain of not dying and how that's nearly a fate worse than death.
Yeah, also, I don't want to see what a Divine Beast laser does to someone who cannot die.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, it's not like a Wolverine regenerate.
Yeah,
know,
I'm thinking
not
it is
die.
a lot like that, actually, of like just post-nuke Wolverine.
Plus, it's probably helpful if we're trying to get up there that we have additional people as well.
that's true.
I know, but like you would think that Kree would be perhaps, more strategic about this. But
I can go talk to her and see. Are we looking to delay it a day, or what are we looking to do?
I would prefer if we could get a long rest
I
in.
don't know, is someone gonna get some sleep tonight?
I would like to. That's why I want to go. I want to go tinker for 8 hours somewhere so I can sleep and actually get my goddamn spell slots back after 5 days.
Okay. Seeing that Akila is just kind of upset, but I'm assuming not saying any of this out loud because it doesn't
No.
make any sense. Lydian will.
I do make the comment about Aquila not sleeping.
I'll
Okay.
ignore it.
I do need 1 5th level back because I burnt one on Scry, and I would like to, I guess, have full slots. So I can go talk to Kree, and maybe with some persuasion, I can get her to delay it a day.
And there's not only that, but like, if we get a day to rest, we can attack at dawn, which gives us time that if we clear out Va Medoh, there's time between us clearing Va Medoh and sunset, which gives us time to fortify the town.
Right. Should we tell people beforehand about the blood moon?
Absolutely 100%.
Okay. Then I think
We can't really fortify either. Like, everything's super open. I feel like almost we need to just immediately teleport everybody somewhere else where
If we can get them gathered in one place in a shelter, we can just start the teleport ferry like we did with Goron City. Except now there won't be a clan of terrorists attacking us.
I think, because Jenna, the blood moon centers on us, right? We've confirmed that.
We have not confirmed that.
Sort of.
We have assumed that.
we have deduced that it seems to center on us and wait until it can cause
Oh, the
more
most
Intelligent design.
Right.
so.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's probably bargaining leverage against Kree, and say, hey, we need to fortify the town today, because once we do defeat Va Medoh, it'll be a shit show afterwards if we don't.
Especially since no one can die.
Yeah, so I think I'll go right up to Kree, I think, and just kind of talk to her.
Okay, so you're gonna head over to the flight range?
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody going with Lydian?
I won't. I'm gonna walk out of town and just probably start tinkering now.
All right. Starting at
I'll go
11
with-
a.m.
I'll go with Lydian.
Okay. Anybody? Natara and Ari, what are you guys doing?
Oh jeez. I mean, I don't want to follow Aquila because I feel like Aquila doesn't want to be babied, but like
I mean, I don't feel babied if you
kind
come
of
with, but I'm
kind
just
of worried about
going to have to
Aquila.
tinker for
Yeah.
8 hours. I need to get my
Going-
spell slots back.
I need to tinker. Yeah, I mean, and Ari probably would sort of like just keep an eye on Aquila, I think.
Okay.
I probably would too. Feel like Natara wouldn't feel like she'd be very helpful talking to Kree. So
All right. Splitting up, girls and boys.
Yep.
So, Natara and Inari, you guys follow Aquila back down the spire and out of Rito Village to a spot probably a little distance away from the stable as well, just to kind of be away from people in the event that things go awry. And you guys kind of settle in as Aquila sets herself up to begin tinkering. Meanwhile, Lydian and Lorhanan, you guys take off flying from the landing here, short distance behind Low, and make your way to the flight range. You guys, upon arriving here, excuse me, hang on. Upon arriving, you see that the flight range is busy, to say the least. You guys had been here before, but it was during a blizzard, so I don't know that you got like the best look at what it is. But it is basically this hole in the ground with this constant updraft and targets all throughout, and it acts as sort of like a simulation training ability, like training thing for flying in difficult conditions and still being able to hit your targets despite the gusts of higher altitudes and everything. Pri and Taba are standing in the sort of like watch house in the top level, onlooking as several of the Rito fly around. Some firing arrows with their feet, like their talons, as they focus on their balance in the draft, and others below where the weapons are, polishing and just generally preparing. You guys land. Low would be, where would Low be? Lo is getting ready to go join the exercises in the like wind tunnel sort of thing. But it hasn't quite gone out there yet because she's only just arrived. But you guys land and approach Kuri and Taba.
I would come back in and say, hi, Kree.
Lydian? Are you here to train?
Well, here to train, but also to kind of talk strategy with you, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
So my friends and I have been building up our assets as we've been journeying, and we feel like we are going to be a pretty great addition to the assault on Medoh. And the only problem is that right now we seem a little worse for wear, and I know that you wanted to or intended to go up today, but we think it would be best if we went up tomorrow when we're a little bit well rested. And also I have more information on that, but how do you feel about that?
Well, this town has been focused on a silly wedding that isn't even happening now, I'm sure. And I am not happy that we've pushed this off to this point, even. I do not want to wait anymore. Why aren't you ready to go now?
The main reason is because when my friends and I had cleared out the rest of the mechanical beasts, there came a horrible storm, afterwards, centered on the towns around the beasts, and there were flakes of necrotic energy that floated through the sky and burned people's skin, and it's a horrendous storm. And I would like to take a day beforehand today to fortify the town instead, because when and if we do clear out that monster, it's bound to happen.
Taba, who's also here, speaks up. Huh. Great, that does sound pretty serious. Maybe we should reconsider and wait for these more experienced fighters when it comes to the divine beasts. Kree, still not entirely convinced yet, listens to you, listens to Taba, and she continues. We've let these soldiers slack too much, all for this silly wedding. No more. It's now or never. We have to go. We have to take care of this.
Great. You could do all the preparation in the world, but if you go on an ill-prepared day, or if you let emotions kind of charge your life, it's not tactical, and it's not optimal for assaulting your enemies when they're weakest.
Lydian, go ahead and give me your persuasion check now.
That's a 31.
Jesus Christ! Ah.
I wonder who let me get this high level. Oh no.
Just fantastic. Like, not even with advantage, it's just casual 31.
Plus 15. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a 16 on the die.
Free looks out to her soldiers, and from this higher spot, you can see like the top of the Medoh Village spire. And she kind of glances over there, and she just sighs and says, "Do you need 1 day or 2?"
I think just one.
All right. We'll go when you're ready. Everybody will be training until then. If you or any of your companions wish to train with us, we will be here.
Okay. And can one of you or Teba come with me and kind of, or maybe is this who's the chieftain of the town? Kanali, right?
Yeah, it's Kanali. But it's he's more of like a more spiritual type leader.
Sure. Yeah.
Kree and Taba are like the true leaders, you could say, of the town.
I would ask either Kree or Teba come with me back to the mainland or the main spire and kind of make an announcement about what's going on. Maybe have like an emergency assembly and have people start battening down the hatches.
Yeah, we should discuss more what this storm entails, that we can be ready for it.
Sure.
So, what do you need us to do here to be ready for it?
At Medoh Village, well, the storm is just, I mean, it's how else do you prepare for a bad rainstorm or windstorm? I mean, it's the same thing, except maybe we need, I don't know. I mean, I don't think mundane fabrics will really stop anything. Honestly, maybe the best bet is to have people go to like a nearby cave or
I agree.
like one of the caves on the cliffside. Because I don't think Medoh Village, like the fabrics aren't going to stop it unless they are in water or in a cave. I don't think they can shelter themselves without magical means, that is.
Taba will say, I will send 2 scouts out to try and locate a safe, secure cave. And we'll have everybody relocate there. We will not start until we have found this and have moved everybody. we're not going to risk the people of Rio Village.
Good, I agree.
Okay. So, is there anything else you guys want to do here? I think that Kree and Taba are very competent and are able to kind of take this from here. As far as, knowing the area, being able to locate a cave that would be best to protect everybody and getting everybody out to
Yeah.
do so. You
Um,
guys have anything else you want to do or say here with them?
I do. I would like to see how many arrows I can acquire for myself and friends. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys go downstairs in this structure, and Verla, one of the warriors, is down there. She's kind of just like organizing weapons and like pulling like the best ones and making sure that they're ready to go and everything. Just kind of doing like an inventory management right now. And she goes, "Yeah, how many you need? We got arrows. We've got arrows."
I only have 5 right now.
Yeah. Do you have about 50 arrows?
Easily.
Do you have 100 arrows?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have 100 arrows?
What kinds of arrows?
Yeah. What other
They
kinds of arrows do
only
you have?
have normal arrows.
Okay. What is the most you would like to give me, or like you can give me comfortably?
Whatever you need. I mean, we'll have enough for everybody to have arrows. But I mean, you're Kree's son. I'm not gonna tell you
Okay.
you can't take arrows.
I'm splitting them with a friend, but can I please have 200 arrows?
200 of your finest arrows, please.
I asked her to give me a number. She won't.
She looks very like okay.
Haggard.
And she asks, "All right, yeah. How do you anticipate carrying?"
Lorraine, did you bring the bag?
I think you have the bag, right?
I think I might have the bag. Okay. Can I put them in the bag of holding?
Can you? Does it like rip if you put something sharp in there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
We put LG in
We
there.
put LG in there. He's way sharper than an arrow.
It's only size dependent.
Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, you unload 200 arrows into your bag. Go ahead and
Okay.
add that. You look and you have depleted like half of their inventory.
No, I don't want to do that. Like I specifically
We should
said.
take Lydian, we should take like 80 arrows, maybe.
Like, okay,
Hold
yeah,
on.
no, I'm only gonna give. How about this? I'm just gonna give 100. I'm just gonna take 100 arrows, 50 for me, for 50 for Natara.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's what I'm doing.
You take a
One-
quarter of their
200 is a
inventory.
lot. Okay, hold on.
That's simple math right now. Are you okay?
Like I don't think that's like a problem.
I feel like if they needed the arrows, they would not be selling them. I feel
Right.
like you're good. I feel
Okay,
like you have a
okay.
lot of
I feel
stress about
guilty.
this. Yeah.
I do have a lot of stress about it.
I'm not sure Lydian needs 50 arrows, but
I don't think so either, but I know Natara does.
Natara definitely does.
Okay, so how about 75?
Sure.
I'll take 75 arrows, 25 for myself, 50 for Natara.
I mean,
I'll do
you're
that.
pretty hung up on this. You can take however many arrows you want.
I just don't want to deplete the supply of
Can I do an insight check on this woman to see how
Yeah,
many
yeah.
arrows would
Go
like
ahead.
us to take?
Make an insight
I
check on
asked
Verla.
her.
Oh, no. Hey, it's a nat 1 for a total of 12.
I mean, 12 is still good, but I think it's hilarious that that is your score on a nat 1. I mean, like, it's the difficulty is that she is just going to go with whatever you guys say. You can't get. I'll say you can't get a read on how many arrows she thinks is normal. You know that she will say yes to anything because this is her boss's son.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in 75, and we'll just move on.
You take 75 arrows. Anything else? Do you guys want any other weapons while you're here or anything?
What weapons do they have? Just mundane stuff, I assume.
It's all mundane, yeah. Mostly spears and like rapiers. Very pointy things.
Maybe like a backup rapier just in case mine breaks, but that's about it.
Yeah. You can add a second Rito rapier to your inventory.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else? Are you guys good? So, switching attention, can I get a D100 roll from Aquila?
19.
Natara and Inari, how close are you guys hanging out near Aquila?
I feel like Natara would be like, wouldn't want to be like on top of her. I feel like I would like want to be close enough that like if anything happens, we could like heal Aquila, but like kind of give her space to work, as I feel like what Natara would want to do.
Yeah, I think Inari's remembering Aquila catching on fire like last night. It's like it is probably cool with Natara's plan as well.
Would you say you are within or outside of 20 feet, Aquila?
Probably outside of
Yeah, I'm yeah, probably outside of 20 feet.
You guys feel like a sudden like maybe you're not looking at her, not paying attention, but you feel a sudden like blast of cold air. Aquila, the thing you were just working on kind of exploded, and this giant like burst of freezing air kind of explodes from it. 20 feet around you is difficult terrain, as it is super icy, and everything is just kind of cold for the next minute before it melts. And this definitely would, Natara and Inari, you guys definitely notice the cold, and Aquila, what you were working on crumbles apart.
Okay, great.
Are you okay there?
Yes, everything's fine.
You sure?
Look over here, but yeah, I think it's fine.
I don't know if I can walk over there.
You want to
Yeah, I
walk
guess
a hut
technically
in
this is-
heels?
magical difficult terrain. So I think I still, yeah, I don't think I get to just like walk across it.
You probably could. I mean, it's not like it's, and the effect only lasts for a minute. Eventually, it all melts, and it's still kind of cold in general from it being an icebox a second ago. But that is that. Keela continuing to tinker, Lydian and Lorhannon returning to the village.
Yeah.
Do you guys join the girls, or do you do something else?
Probably just rejoin the group, unless you want to do something else.
I don't want to do something. Well, I do not want to do something else in town.
Yeah, I think we're good on like armor and such.
Do you want any components for spells? Does anybody need components before everybody in town flees for a cave?
I would go back and see how much incense they might have.
They have incense. It would be at... Where would it be? I mean, honestly, Solella probably would have some that she could just give you. Probably not like like a full spell's worth of it, but at... Where's the general goods? Slippery Falcon would have some. The general goods store.
I'll go in there. Do they have like one quantity of a spell's worth, or
how much?
either
like-
one or two?
No. Like what's the gold? component?
250 gold pieces worth.
Um, uh, that would be all that they have there, just for one.
It's for a good cause. It helps the local economy.
It'll be good for the economy. Yeah, you can mark that off if you're gonna purchase it. Mark off the rupees and go ahead and take that.
I will.
All right. If there's nothing else really going on, I guess what did you guys decide to do? If Lorhanna doesn't want to join Tinkertown outside the village.
I would join Tinkertown if Lydian is going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna regroup with people.
Okay, yeah. A little while later, Akila, give me another D100 roll. For as
Oh, boy.
the boys return.
58.
um, Keela, Mishara, and Ari, everything around you suddenly goes silent. And you see Lydian and Lorhannon approaching.
I take arrows out of my bag, and it's like a silent movie where I'm like, 1 arrow, 2 arrows, and I'm like putting 50 of them at a time at Natara's feet.
Yeah, as you get close and begin to do that, everything is silent for you guys as well, Lorhannon and Lydian. Everything is quiet. Your own movement, everything.
I'd be like putting my hands up my ears, being like, "What?" Like, then I'd probably glare a little bit at Aquila.
Not looking up.
Tequila creates the darndest things.
Yeah, I don't think any of us can
Say anything? Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do
Yeah,
anything.
if any of you try to speak, no sound comes out.
She- yeah. I don't know. I think Inari would have tried to be like yell again, like, "Are you okay?" And then it just you don't hear
Nothing.
it, and she just kind of throws her hands up in the air and just sits there, like, okay.
Can I walk? Like, do I know the radius of this? Can I just like walk
Yeah,
outside of it and see
you
when it
would
ends?
know that once you got it was when you got within 60 feet of Aquila that everything went quiet.
Okay.
And eventually the sound of nature and the wind and everything returns and you guys can talk again.
I just,
Aye.
oh my gosh.
How'd it go with crew?
Good. Yeah, I mean, fine. Everybody's okay with pushing it back a day. So we have 1 extra day. They are also scouting out caves around here so that people can, fortify themselves. And I also got a bunch of arrows for Natara, as I've just pulled out of the bag.
Thank you.
And they were
I
free.
was running dangerously.
They were free because I'm the coach's kid.
How
Mhm.
nice. You didn't take all of their arrows, did you?
There was a moral quandary going on, but I think I took a fine amount. I took like a fifth.
Moral quandary.
Anyway, we can just chill, maybe get Aquila some sleep, and then go from there tomorrow morning.
Is anybody doing anything else today?
How's the orb looking, by the way? The crystal ball.
When did you use it yesterday? That went out,
I forget.
or was that
It was
today?
this morning.
It was this
It was
morning.
this morning.
The kilo.
Yeah. If you pull it out, Lydian, it is still not lit. It
Okay,
is-
I shove it back in the bag really quick.
I don't like the idea of just sitting around and doing nothing all day, letting
I agree.
whatever great fairy stupidity, like, just getting more out of hand.
Do you want to go do something? Do you want to do a side adventure? We have all day.
We can always train.
I feel like, I mean, I guess Natara is like, I feel like Natara is kind of like trying to like figure stuff out.
Like
but is not
emotionally,
really
or-
getting very far.
Mm.
No, just like trying to figure out what control I have over, like,
Oh, yeah.
Bringing us to the sacred realm.
yeah.
Who would know? Like,
I mean, Kotera would know where a portal was.
I don't want to talk to her.
No, I'm not saying that we should. I'm just saying that if you're asking who would know, Kotera would.
She's right. I mean, Fozia, it's a toss-up, but Kotera would definitely know.
I
We
don't
can go
want
talk to her.
I mean,
Well, you don't have to.
Well, what secrets do we even have to get that information is the other question.
I can learn something. I have like legend lore available to me, so I can cast it and then learn a secret.
I feel like that's something like
we have incense to cast at one time.
you could just cast it on me and see if you can figure anything about Kokiri. I guess does it have to be about a specific person?
Person,
It's a
object. Person,
person,
place, or
object.
object.
Yeah,
Okay.
person, place, or object.
So technically Kokiri does not fit within those bounds.
No.
I think I could though. I like about a Kokiri, like about the people of the Kokiri. Jenna, do you think that would work or no?
Try to do it using like me being right there. So technically and don't have to use the incense for it.
Yeah, true.
We could try it.
Yeah, let's cast Legend Lore on Natara, specifically the Kokiri aspect.
You would cast it. You would be just casting it on Natara, and then learn maybe some stuff about it.
Right. Whatever we can.
Pull this out.
Hopefully I'm legendary importance or else that would be sad.
That'd be wild
Natara,
because
you are
Florhannon is of legendary significance, and then if it's like, oh, he's the only one, no. All of you are of legendary significance for the various feats you've done for Hyrule. But do a similar thing that I did with Florhannon, where Katie, if you have information pertaining to your backstory that you want to first share, you can please feel free to jump in and include it. In general, Natara was born in Zora's domain, and she was the older daughter of, I don't remember your parents' names off the top of my head. Forgive me. I
don't know if I ever actually named
did
them.
you name your parents?
I don't know if I did.
Born to two Zora, but once her younger sister Avala was born, they decided to leave Zora's domain for the difficult treatment of of Zora that don't have a certain look to them, and they instead went to a settlement in the Lanayru region, in Lanayru Bay, that was up and coming with other Zora, both from Zora's domain that had similar experiences, and Zora not from Zora's domain, from the ocean, more so the Necluda Sea that's over there, um, and as well as other Rito, maybe a few Hylians, just this kind of cluster, very similar to what you guys know Lurlin Village to look like in the actual game, as compared to what it is now. Um, any stories or anything you of significance that you want to share from Natara's early life living there? The first, 100 years of her life, early life.
I was gonna say, I feel like I probably named my parents and then it's in the notes that don't exist anymore. Is probably what actually happened.
I can look.
Uh, I feel like the main thing would kind of just be like um her like experience with like her parents kind of like leaving each day to like um go, I don't know, like hunt and like just do different things like find food and whatever. And Natara would like stay kind of back with Avala. And there was, I don't know, one point in which like Elizalfa was able to like get to us, and I kind of had like Natara had to kind of figure out how to defend her and her sister, and so that's kind of like what sparked Natara like trying to like learn how to fight. So I feel like that's kind of the most important thing from there, and then after that it's just kind of like, yeah, learning different techniques and kind of like what, like how to fend off Lizalfos as needed
Yeah.
over the course of 100 years.
Well, short time later, word got to Lorland Bay, not Lorland, Lineary Bay of becoming Lorland City, um, and this caught Avala's attention, and Natara wanting to continue to protect her sister. The two went and started lives for themselves there, um, while Avala studied and Natara started um, her weaving business, basically. Um, and you guys lived there for like 30 years, just about, before you uh, left when your sister had the opportunity to do research at sea, and you took to the various waterways of Hyrule and landed um, north in Akala. Um, I don't remember why.
I was visiting Misha.
Oh yes, to find Misha, um, and uh, that encounter, you befriended a Goron named Glunk, and also befriended, for a short time, a Hylian woman with pink hair named Ozzy. And when it turned out that she kind of double crossed you guys, I believe, kind of double crossed Misha, stole something from her, and took off towards the Akala spiral on the north end of there. But you caught her.
I thought this last week, to be clear, but
Uh, you guys stopped her just in time and returned the jewelry piece to Misha, and she bestowed a blessing upon you, the first great fairy to do so. Then you joined up with 11th Hour, accomplished all the different things that you guys accomplished, including saving your sister from uh, the Yiga at Va Cycleo, taking on other divine beasts and everything that kind of comes along with what you guys know you've accomplished. Um, and uh, there's also the aspect that comes into play of Natara has this affiliation with with the fairies, but more so with um, this teleporting and going to other planes. And you do learn specifically that Natara is Kokiri. And you get a little bit of insight as to what that means. Kokiri can be any race in Hyrule. They are just born with like a specific um, there's something specific in sort of the other realm that happens and overlaps when they're born, um, that makes them as such, and they can I will say with this, you learn that Kokiri are able to not just pass through um, into the other into the sacred realm um, without consequence, but they are able to protect others as they pass through and travel through it. Let's see. I think that's all you would get from that regarding Kokiri. Um,
Do I learn anything about like almost like where the Kokiri started, or like what was the inception of it, or is
I'd
that all
say
just kind of
probably
like ancient
not
Hyrule
because
stuff?
it's not really pertaining to Natara. Um, it's more so just like when she was born and where just kind of led to her
Yeah.
being a Kokiri for her whole life. Um,
That does the whole thing does give me good insight into the spiral, though. So maybe that's a good
Yeah, if you
destination.
say that, like, that's probably like, oh yeah, Ozzy was like trying to get to the center of the spiral, and we kind of like caught her just in time.
mhm.
Jenna, is there? Can you pull up the map, please?
You know, that's
On
not a
roll
super
20.
random one. I have no idea.
Do we hear that came from Ben? Galonk just inspired me. She had a dream about Galonk and just it's like,
So-
wait, where it is.
Coming out of that and kind of reflecting on Ozzy and the spiral, maybe Phasia's fountain is at the center of the spiral. Is that what we're thinking?
Maybe a portal to the sacred realm.
We should go on a side adventure and teleport to that stable, and then just travel there a little bit.
Travel there and then leave a travel medallion there before you go back.
Right.
Oh,
You have to complete a long rest at the location in order to leave a travel medallion behind.
yeah, we
That's
have a
true.
long rest anyway. We have a long rest anyway.
Just
Yeah, so I
letting you
guess
know.
we'll go tonight, and Akila can actually
Feel like I can
sleep.
sleep.
Maybe.
I feel like
I guess
let me use bed.
if we
You guys are gonna
think
come
that
back
it's
to like I've turned
basement-
Rito Village into like a steampunk town now when you guys come back.
although I guess if we think that it's Asia's fountain there and not just like a generic portal, maybe we don't want to take a long rest by
I
that.
think it's worth scoping
We
out.
don't-
It looks close enough to the stable anyway. It looks like
We
maybe
don't need to long rest like exactly there. Right.
That's
we can
true.
get a little bit closer and leave the medallion a little bit closer. Right?
That's true.
Any like optimizations that we can get, I think are
so. Let's who's staying behind? Akila, are you staying behind in tinkering or?
I have to, yeah. I cannot travel with you guys. I will not be able to long rest if I do not do 8 hours of this.
Okay. I hope your day is eventful. We're gonna go do some scoping if that's okay.
Are you guys all leaving Akila here?
That is
yeah.
a great question. I guess so.
Natara, I think if you're like, no, I don't want to go, then we probably won't go.
I mean, Zara is very curious.
Let's go. Natara's on board. All right, Inari, are you coming with us?
Sorry to put you in this position.
You're muted,
You're
Sarah.
muted, Sarah.
Sorry, I had a cough fit earlier, and I was trying to not ruin the legend lore moment. I feel like Inari would really want to go, but I think Inari Inari feels like it's worth it to stay behind and sit with Aquila. She, I don't know.
Boo.
I'm sorry that she likes her friends, dude. I am sorry, alright? Damn.
I feel bad. I don't want you guys to have like a sick day while we're going out and
We're-
adventuring.
We're not gonna have a sick day. Aquila's gonna tinker. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
And I'm gonna watch Aquila tinker. And hope
All
she
right,
My
knows.
favorite show.
We should be able to fend off anything that comes our way, but we'll TP right back if we are in trouble.
Okay.
That's true.
The wall of force is pretty.
Yeah. Okay. Let's teleport out and this queue concluded.
Okay. You guys, leaving Inari and Aquila behind, teleport to the. All right, let's see what you have. What's near here? You guys teleport to. Yeah, it would be East Akala Stable, I think is what it's called. You guys teleport to East Akala Stable, and arrive at the shrine. And this stable in particular was one where you kind of knew people here from your journeys to and from the lab. The stable looks kind of different now. Um, the the canvas of the like tarps that line the walls of the stable um, are have been replaced with felts that span the entire thing. And there is a unfamiliar face behind the desk, the front desk there. Um, This appears to be the only person currently there, and this is not the stable master. As you see, this man is sort of rummaging around, um, and when you guys kind of arrive and are kind of assessing, you kind of make yourselves known. Um, he ducks behind.
Well, I wasn't gonna interact with him, but he's kind of making it too
Yeah.
easy to.
Does he know that we own the state?
Yeah, we are the owners.
Okay, I'll approach the front and say, knock on the desk in front of me and say, hello, hi.
Um, Leaping up with a spear that has like feathers hanging from it. It does not look like any spear you guys have seen culturally. He jumps up and kind of points it under your throat.
Okay, hi. What's going on?
He speaks a language you do not recognize.
Oh,
Oh, maybe it is.
Sir, can he understand me?
And
I'll say, can you understand me?
now that you can like see him, he's got like long raggedy hair, a long dark raggedy beard, and atop his head is a sort of skull that has two tusks that kind of extend from it, looking sort of like a woodland boar skull.
Do I get the sense that they have overrun this stable?
Yes.
Is this the feral race of subhumans?
I think it is. I think
that's
but, like-
right. What did that guy do?
if I take one step back, because like there's a window between us. If I take one step back, are there any other people around?
Give me a perception check.
And I also see if there's anyone else around.
Go ahead, also give me a perception check.
I'll give you a bardic, Natara.
Do I want to use it?
So
Okay, that's a
unless-
24.
yeah, I save it for the next 10 minutes.
Natara, seeing that this individual is hostile, you kind of glance around, and there are more individuals that resemble this person hiding behind trees and in bushes.
Cool.
I think we're not here for them. Like,
We're not, but this is a problem because we own these staples. So this is going to be bad for the business.
we'll figure it out when we have people who speak more languages.
You're right. This is like
Is
if we
this the
own.
language that Aquila was like randomly speaking?
Oh no.
Because
This is like if we.
that
This is like
sounds
if we own.
familiar.
This is like if we own every Walmart and then we go to Walmart and it's just like overrun by rebels and it's like what do we do?
An insane comparison.
Are we the Waltons now?
Yeah.
We're the Waltons, and we find out that like that like
Like, you just-
Like,
some martial gang just overran one of our locations. I don't
the
really know what to
Malian
do.
pirates have taken over the
Yeah. Okay. I guess you guys can have it right now.
Natara, go ahead. You guys, you can finish your memeing and
No.
bidding and stuff.
No, I was saying I was trying to get us back to Natara's question.
What was Natara's question? Sorry.
Does what the language that this is speaking, it sounds like the one that Aquila randomly started speaking the other day.
Yes.
Okay.
Natara, you also hear sort of the faint noise of the string of an arrow of a bow being pulled.
Let's just leave.
Let's just leave. Like, we're not here for.
We're okay. We're gonna back away and like I'll
They
just
can.
do a head nod and like show my hands and then like walk the other direction.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, you guys definitely like you kind of show that you put your hands up in defense, like you're not raising weapons or anything. The man behind the counter lets you back away, and you guys can all now see and be aware of the people hiding behind bushes with their own spears and bows and arrows. Um, and they all like watch with skulls atop their heads and like raggedy looking um, hair and clothes and such, very much adorned, and like some of them you can see that they have bones protruding from like their uh spaldrons, I think is the word, like the on their shoulders there's like bones, there's a lot of bones incorporated in their armors and such, and you guys just back away and they
How
watch.
how far is the travel to the spiral?
Well, you can all fly, correct? Because you can go very directly
Yeah.
by going over. Um, Flying probably takes you like probably close to like 2 hours to really reach there. Just given the how where you are and like how far it is. No, I'm gonna call it an hour because you're not dealing with the terrain, so it's an hour, of flight to get there.
I think that Natara, you like whispered something at some point during that interaction, but I think your hunch might be right that might be related to something that Asia would control over or would encourage somehow, like these people to overrun a stable. So it almost feels like we're on the right track here. I think that's how Lorhan would interpret it.
Definitely very chaotic of them.
Exactly. Like
You guys make your way across the Colosseum uh, and over like the beaches, and you arrive at Wrist Peninsula. Um, yeah, I guess, are you just going right for the center of the spiral, pretty much?
I just want to get a lay of the land with like, is it overrun with monsters at all, or what's here?
So yeah, there are some monsters that have camps along the outer perimeter of the spiral itself. Um, it's just bokoblins and moblins and Lizalfos. They're just like the common monsters that are just living here. Um, the Give me a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Um, the center of the spiral appears to be pretty mundane. There's nothing really of note happening there. But on a 20, the monsters are not camped there.
Can I? Okay, so it doesn't look like there's like a bulb there.
There's not a bulb there.
Okay, can I still detect portal?
You can detect portal. Can you send that just so I can provide the information it needs?
I have a thought.
Like, it's one of those things of like, do we think that we can go up there and be okay, or
I mean, with me, maybe. The problem is, like, I don't necessarily know how to get out if we go into, like, the other plane. Technically, Natara has never, like, she's always been brought out. She has not, like, explicitly tried to come out.
right?
Natara, there is a portal at the center.
So
Wow, the detective work by you guys.
we should go there, but if it looks mundane and we need something to put there, what about those carvings of the 3 items? Maybe we need to like put those items at the center, and then that'll open the portal.
But we don't know what the third one is.
No, it's a star fragment and
Scale, dragon scale.
the dragon scale, and we don't know what the
Okay.
third thing is. Jenna, can I make some sort of a history check to see if I've ever seen anything like that third imagery or no?
Give me a history check.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Okay.
For 12.
It is a 12, but yeah, I don't know if I'm on the right track or not with that line of thought. I just figured like we haven't put that piece together, and if we need some sort of puzzle pieces for this portal, seems like it might make sense.
I mean, I think our 2 leads are either it's this or it has something related to whatever is in the Lost Woods. Right, for those objects.
Yeah.
I guess the thing that Natara would be about is like there's no monster camps around there. Is it because something is keeping them out, or is it because if they go within a range, sucked in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think probably you should go over there, and I know you said that you don't have a surefire way of getting out, but maybe it's easy for you to cross across the plains.
Can we like drop LG's dead lizard over and see what happens?
Fly above that spot and drop. Lizard.
You guys hover above the center of the spiral and reach into your bag and pull out a lizard that is long dead and drop it.
We
And
get a
you are-
living creature out of the vermin thing.
That's true. I was trying
yeah.
to think of like something that we could like drop to see what happens to
Get rid of
it.
it, yeah.
The
That
lizard
was-
drops and lands in the sand.
Okay. Do you want to try to drop a live rat just in case?
Yeah, I'll
like-
drop a live rat.
Just
How high
experiment.
up are you guys?
50 feet? I don't know.
I guess the problem is that it might
That's
be
gonna
dead
die
by
from falling damage.
But
It's gonna take like
okay,
three-
yeah. I mean,
6 falling damage and
It's
die.
gonna take 5d6 falling damage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Jenna's scrambling to make Medoh, and we're dropping rats from 50 feet.
Do you drop the live rat from 50 feet?
You bet your ass I
I
do.
feel like okay. I was like, I feel
The
like
rat dies
Natara
on
would
impact.
realize that.
I got like 3 rats.
All right. So
I mean, I can go down there.
Yeah,
and
let's-
see
let's-
what happens.
Yeah.
We know that I should not be hurt. Yeah, I guess like I can go down myself.
Yeah,
Um,
you descend. Lorhanan and Lydian, are you guys staying in the air?
I think so.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, Natara, you descend on your carpet and land on the sand. What do you do?
So like nothing happens yet.
No?
I don't. Okay. I don't know. I'm like trying to think.
I mean, we can do nothing. We can just rest here, place the travel medallion, and go back to Rito Village.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know that I have anything that would necessarily like give me any sort of an idea of what I'm supposed to do. And I don't necessarily want to try to go anywhere and then get stuck there. So I feel like yeah.
So let's sleep here.
Yeah, I think so.
We should go back to the others first.
Well, no, because we need to sleep here. Put the travel.
I know, but are we sleeping here without them, or are we all sleeping here? I don't know. That was determined.
I think we were just gonna sleep here without them, but I guess technically one of us could go back, and then if the travel medallion is separate from the, do we need the Sheikah slate to place the travel medallion, Jenna?
Yes.
Okay, well then we're pretty much here.
Yeah, I guess.
I believe I have it written that it has to be registered to the Sheikah slate. Let me see. Travel medallion.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it is tied
Others
to
have
the.
to come and then make their way down here. So yeah.
All right. We'll get back to you guys as you make your camp and everything. Keela, can you roll another D100 for me, please?
42.
Interesting. I don't know that either of you guys would do anything to take note of this effect. But should either of you speak to one another, you are temporarily under the effects of a zone of truth spell. But-
It'd be really interesting if I was not the person who stayed behind and it was someone else in the party who I'm not going to name, but it would have been really intriguing.
I think,
Well,
aren't you like immune to those though from what's her face?
Yeah, I really can't be zone of truth, I believe, because
Oh, I guess both
you
of
meant
you are.
yeah. I mean, I guess that depends on what you would
I
call
think I
that.
can be.
Oh, okay. I don't know if
Yeah.
Kotara gave you a little bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see. I had Inari stay behind because, like, characteristically, like, I can't imagine her not wanting to like just be by Aquila, but I don't like I think she's trying to be very respectful of Aquila's process and what Aquila's been going through. So I don't think she's gonna like talk to her unless Aquila has a reason to talk to her, and I'm sure Aquila's probably too busy tinkering. Um but yeah, this may or may not be semi-related to how guilty Inari feels about how things have been going down recently with the whole year situation. So
Mm. Um, as Aquila is tinkering, is there anything you do during the day, Inari? 'Cause this is several hours of time.
um I think maybe she'd walk around like I know we've had discussions in the past about how like Lydia doesn't really like the warrior culture sometimes in in Rito Village, but like this is like Inari's cup of tea. She's like, ah shit, this is like the best thing ever. So I think she'd probably walk around a little bit. And she wasn't there when Kree talked about training, but I think Inari would probably stumble into that anyway and maybe spend some time training with some of the Rito warriors for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Do you think you go all the way to the flight range for this, or do you just kind of uh see some people and join them on whatever they're doing?
Um
Flight range would be
yeah,
kind of far from where you are.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think she'd go to the flight range because she still does kind of want to be like semi near to Aquila. So she'd kind of probably stay put. Maybe she'd go shopping a little bit. I think, Anari's taking a break. So this
Yeah. Yeah, Inari. At one point you find um probably let's say Huck and Locrian kind of doing like a training exercise outside of town, and you join in on that with them. Give me an athletics check.
see how this goes. If my sheet opens. Okay, there we Oh, there we go. All right, athletics. That's 17.
Yeah, I mean, certainly they are. I mean, it's expected that a Gerudo would be very skilled with uh, athletics and training and such, and they are uh, impressed as you'd expect them to be. That you keep up with them, and despite their training as Rito warriors being different than Gerudo, you definitely do not embarrass yourself whatsoever with that. Um,
Nice.
Anything in particular you're shopping for while you're here, or
Hmm.
just kind of
You
having
know
a day
what?
looking at like
Ye-
textiles and
oh
pottery
yeah,
and
like
art?
this is like Anari is going shopaholic mode. I think she'd just kind of be looking around. Like it's kind of like the oh, I want a little trinket to take with me after like this is like, she's decided she's gonna start collecting things maybe from her travels a little bit now that she's kind of feeling like it might be near the end. So yeah, she might just shop around, maybe get some fabric that she can bring back to Oh, I must said bring back to Gerudo Town. I don't know if she'll end up being doing that, but yeah, she'll probably absentmindedly buy it anyway.
Yeah, you buy a bolt of some classic woven Rito fabric. It has like uh a red and green like a brick red forest green kind of traditional Rito pattern on it that you find it looks very pretty. You purchase it from Leisa, uh and I think it would bolt of fabric probably would come to probably like 20 rupees. So you exchange. Go ahead, mark
Yeah.
that off.
I
uh,
have 70 rupees just to my
yeah,
character
it's all good.
sheet, so I can.
Um, but yeah, you kind of spend the day. Um, I would say that you notice that people aren't like moving out entirely yet, but the town is aware that there's like an emergency that they will be vacating for. Um,
Okay,
but everybody's still kind of going about as normal today.
okay,
Um,
that sounds good.
Aquila, at the end of your 8 hours of tinkering, please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Aquila.
You
Get
got
what
this.
you need.
And Inari is not there.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Oh, this could be good.
That
This
could
could
be
be
good.
good. This could be good.
Don't we want to fail these?
Oh
No, I
yeah.
don't think I do. I think I
think
was
you
told I
do.
do not want to fail these.
You want to descend further, though.
No, I think I know the way that I need to descend further, and this is not the correct way.
Because you succeeded the other one for sure. Because you got a 21. So
That's I'm sticking with 4, Jenna. What's happening?
Rut-row.
Does Jenna want you to like choose to fail one at one point too? I feel like
Is this the thing then?
Aquila, as you finally pick your head up from 8 hours of just going at it straight, at these ancient parts and things, it feels like you wake up from a dream almost. It feels like you are not just back, but just like fully present. And it's as if, like, in a dream where you just kind of can't comprehend something or like you just can't do something. It's felt like that for you for weeks now. And all of a sudden, you look up and it all comes to you. Everything makes sense now. You are fully connected to the ancient tool. And you, with that, gain the ability to maintain an additional artificer infusion, and you can also comprehend schematics with ease and craft magical items.
Oh, thank God. I thought I had to build the actual thing first.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
Aquila
That's just
immediately
swell.
starts entering again.
All right. I will have to think on the other thing you sent me, Jenna, and then I will.
Yeah, it's not like an immediate thing, but like that's where you can begin with that,
Gotcha.
basically. But I assume you want to look at your schematics that you have, so that you can
Absolutely, I do.
comprehend them.
Get the fuck out of those cinematics.
Uh,
The schematics. The schematics.
you
My eyes
start-
like sticking to the pages.
The map. The map. I want to sit here and look at it.
Let me copy and paste this one that you've recently obtained into here as well. I think you don't have that one. You have that one. I don't think you have that one. I'm trying to remember like where you got stuff. But these mysterious schematics, 1, 2, and 3, that you have acquired are no longer mysterious to you. You begin to look at them, and the first one you found, number 2, you realize that this is a face. This is sort of like a body of something. The most recent one you found, Mysterious Schematic 1, is a head of sorts. Makes sense with all those tiny springs and screws in it. And the Mysterious Schematic 3, everything is divisible by 4. It makes 4 legs. This combined is a process for making a horse, a mount of Sheikah technology. And as you begin to pour over, this horse will have like additional abilities and stuff. Ben is losing it.
Let's go, Art.
You're so funny.
It will take time and it will take these resources to put this together. But it all makes sense to you now. Nothing is confusing. These are schematics for a mount for you that will work with your abilities, basically.
The horse.
All right.
So,
Keela got a horse.
so funny.
Okay.
What else
Very
am I
cool.
missing? What else am I missing
I
to
have 2
share?
generic.
In addition to the adamantine plate armor, right? Like you
Yes.
have two others besides that. Okay.
Yep.
I believe you have. I know it's this one. This is the one you got first. I will add this in here as well. And I think the other one is this actually. This is good. These begin to make sense to you, and you see that in addition to that adamantine plate armor, you have a schematic for an uncommon rod of the Pact Keeper and winged boots.
Oh, interesting.
That's right.
Um,
And these are expensive. Okay, cool.
But you no longer are required to spend time tinkering in order to survive. You are free of this. Everything is clear, you know?
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna. I think I know what the other thing. I will respond to you about that now.
With that, Inari, you come back around sunset, bolt of fabric in your hands, you know, just after this little day you had in Rito Village, and you find Aquila is no longer tinkering. Instead, she is looking through the many pages of schematics you guys have acquired.
Okay. Anari like walks in, stops, and like tilts her head, and then will like walk a couple steps forward. Hey, hey, bud. How we doing?
Bud. Bud.
Kidding. But
Already got men, Akila.
um, you're not tinkering? Or everything okay?
Oh, Inari, you're back. Did you go to like a military exercise, or were you just looking at the town?
A bit of both. A bit of both. You seem very cheery. Did you get some sleep in while I was gone, or?
But I do feel like I could sleep for like 4 days now. I
Yeah,
think
you
I've had a
didn't.
breakthrough.
What breakthrough did we have? What was that?
Did we have?
I think I've finally kicked the habit, and that I really understand my place in all of this now.
you just broke the habit just like that. Like you just blinked, reached enlightenment.
Well, it's think of it more like trying to tame something and then finally getting on its back, and your boots in the saddle straps and ready to go.
Snap myself for making a horse joke. I really. Okay. I mean, Akila, I'm very happy for you. It seemed like it was really affecting you. So maybe I don't understand fully, but this is good to see. I mean, any knowledge outside of that come from this moment of clarity, or?
Yeah. Now that I sort of have a little bit of a better understanding of how this tool works, I sort of have a better understanding of how to use it and its applications. So the schematics that we've collected the last week or so, I think I've got a better idea about what each of them is for and what I can do with each of them.
Well, what schematics do we have? Like, what are you thinking you can build?
I've told you about the armor
Well,
schematics.
that, yes. But there's others.
Yeah.
And
Listen, I wanted to make something for everyone, so the armor's for you, but the others are for the other ones.
oh, I know. I'm not saying you need to make everything for me. I was just curious. That's
Well, then you can
oh,
see when we're done making them.
I guess you're right. Did our friends return at all, or you've
I've
seen
been
them?
sitting here, so
Okay. Do you think they're good?
is there anything we can do to help them right now? They're literally on the other side of the continent.
You're right. Look, I don't know. I was just a little worried, that's all. At least I'm happy maybe you should get some rest now. Like, do you think you'd be able to do that, or
I am going to.
yeah? So
You
you're just gonna
guys get
I was just gonna say, so you're just gonna like pass out, but that makes sense.
yeah, you guys settle in for the night. And Akila, the sleep that you are gonna get is unlike sleep you've had for probably I don't know how many weeks at this point, but it's been a long time. Back at the Wrist Peninsula group, at the Akala Spiral, you guys settle in for the night as well. Anybody doing anything, or what's the move?
I think we're slightly off center where we set up camp because I don't want like the center to open up in the middle of the night. I don't really know how it works. It might be a certain combination of items that we need to bring there. It might be like it might open during a blood moon. I have no idea. So I think we just kind of set up camp. I mean, I'll prop up my hut at the end.
Okay. You guys settle in, and tiny hut, and um, for the sake of expediency, I mean, any watches or anything, you don't notice anything, like specifically. But eventually, your tiny hut dissipates in the morning. All of you gain the benefits of a long rest. Uh,
Hooray.
and you
Yeah.
guys set your travel medallion here where you've just rested.
Do you think it's worth maybe talking to Fosia about like I don't know. I think Kotera might know. That's the only person. I think we have to talk to her.
Well, for now we
Today
have
we
a
were
deadline.
yeah.
Yes, today we have other plans, but
We could always talk to Ozzy.
uh,
Do not want to talk to Ozzy. I want to talk to Ozzy even less than I want to talk to Kotera.
yeah. If I check my bag, is the crystal ball active again or no?
You reach into your bag and pull out the crystal ball. It is glowing again.
Whoa. I breathe a sigh of relief that I didn't break Akila's crystal ball. I will scry on Daruli.
And you have possession of his. What is the new
do.
modifier?
I do have the book. New modifier is. It won't be there. It'll be. Here we go. I've heard of the target +5. So he gets a +1, and he has to beat a 17.
Right. Wait, I have this up. Sorry. Lydia, what are you looking at are you looking into the crystal ball? Is that how you're casting it?
Yes, I am.
In the crystal ball, an image manifests. In this early morning sunlight, you see the image of a young 20-something man come through. Uh, He has curly auburn hair, deep brown eyes, and he is sitting on a beach next to a small fire. It looks like it had been burning through the night, and he has a notebook in his lap. He looks up and stares off for a moment before resuming his writing in the journal. And as you kind of get a sense, like the image fully manifests and you get your bearings and everything, you realize he isn't writing, but sketching something. Though your view doesn't show what he's looking at, you recognize the subject based on his impressive drawing, easily impressive drawing. It is the Bridge of Hylia. Your familiarity with his apparent muse actually betrays his location. This is the east side of the bridge, suggesting he is somewhere on the eastern shores of Lake Hylia. Despite his skill as an artist, there is clear disdain in his mannerisms, though his expression is seemingly working overtime to hide this subtly. Eventually, the man sets his sketchbook and tools aside and, with a twinge of frustration, stands up. He is well dressed, an unusual sight for someone alone in the wilds of East Necluda. He rubs his temples and takes a moment to look around at his surroundings. His demeanor suggests that he not only looks out of place, but feels like it too. This isn't where he's supposed to be, but you can't tell why. Give me a perception check.
That's a 10.
The lake breeze picks up, and Druli clutches his fine coat as he moves closer to the flickering fire. Meanwhile, the pages of his journal flutter until they land on a curious page depicting 6 figures. As the composition of the scry spell begins to fizzle out, your subconscious draws a comparison between his illustration and your party. But there's only 5 of you, right? And your scry ends.
So I didn't get to see what the sixth figure looks like at all.
It's just kind of like, in general, subconsciously, you're like, that's us. But you counted 6 figures, and there are 5 of you.
And he was frustrated.
And well dressed, out of place, on the beach of Lake Hylia.
Like well dressed for like a gala or something.
Just a fine set of clothes, embellished and well made, high quality fabrics and details.
Did it look? I guess I won't. Is Lydian saying anything about it?
I would say like it seems like a frustrated artist who was sketching something on the bridge with 6 figures, and he seemed well dressed. Unclear what his intentions are.
I will say when he was sketching in his notebook a bridge, and
Yeah.
the wind picked up, and like the pages in his sketchbook fluttered and landed on a different page.
Did his clothes look like when we went back in time at all? Like something that Thursday or them would be wearing?
Jenna, what do I think?
No. This looked to be present day.
Okay. And what are his current it's writings on runes and stuff, right?
On ruins, yeah. It's all ruins that he typically has been, like the sketchbook you have, it's all ruins in like the sort of central Hyrule area. And on like subsequent pages, projections of what he like it seems like he imagines that the ruins looks like as full structures.
Right. So more of like an engineering side of things rather than an architectural side of things?
More of architectural.
Okay. What would he want to do with us? I don't know.
How would he know us?
Yeah.
He might just be following us, or maybe we're his
Right.
muse. Like, but
Yeah.
I
Fair.
don't know if it's self-centered of me to think, but I don't know. I would want to meet him, but obviously we have to, go save my house. So
Yeah.
You guys teleport back to Rito Village unless there's anything else you want to do here in Akala.
Nope.
And you arrive at Rivali's Landing. Keela and Inari, unless there's anything you want to do in the morning, I imagine you go make your way that way because that is where they will be returning. You all reconvene at Rivali's Landing towards the top of the spiral that is the Bruto Village spire. People,
How are you,
go ahead.
Akila? I would just like check in on Akila, how she's feeling. How
I'm like beaming when everyone comes up. Good morning.
Anari gives them all like a look. It's just like
productive
I
night
think
last night.
you slept well.
Yeah.
Yes, finally.
Well,
What
that's great.
what about you?
Sorry. I think that
Oh,
probably we didn't role play it, but I think that Lord Hannon would have had a similar conversation with Lydian last night that he had had with Natara, like during the day travel, like expressing frustration with Aquila.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he would not outwardly be like hostile here, but like, oh yeah, great day.
Aquila, do you have any other further preparations before we head up? Anything that you are like very excited about? All of a sudden, you seem chipper.
No, just slept well. That's all.
Okay. Let's go divine this beast.
well, like, how was your travels?
Wonderful. Well, I say wonderful with an asterisk because we found a location of a portal, but we don't quite know how to access it.
Oh, okay.
We
I mean,
also found the feral race of subhumans that one man was talking about.
So you
Subrace
guys.
of humans, not subhumans.
Oh, is that what I said?
I said it earlier, and I was like, they're still people.
Oh.
It's
That's
okay.
what I've been saying that in my head, and apparently it is not coming out as
That is-
words.
That is
There's
very
one
funny.
surefire way to tell if they're people or not, and it's if they die or not.
Okay, so you just
This is
stumbled.
very, very, very witch trial way of figuring things out. She died. I guess she was okay.
If she burns, she's a witch.
If it bleeds, you can kill it.
Right.
Except not.
Apparently that guy was in fact correct about that too. I think it's the language that it the other day that none of us understood was their language. I don't know if you remember any of it, Aquila, or even knew that you were speaking it, but
I didn't even know that that was the case, but that is fascinating. I wish I took notes at that moment. How did you encounter these people?
they had taken over East Akala Stable.
They have.
We'll have to deal with that at some point.
Well, what happened to the stable people?
They weren't around.
Yeah, we didn't really check.
What were these people like?
Very Paleolithic.
Paleolithic?
What is that like a Rito
Like-
word?
Yes, it is a Rito word.
What does it mean? Like, what does
It's
Paleolithic
just
mean?
very, very simplistic people living off the land, but also in a very aggressive or confrontational way, not
That's
really
like
in a
half of
peaceful way.
Hyrule already. Like,
No, but like
They have a lot of
They wore
bones.
skulls on their heads.
Animal bones?
animal bones. Yes, it seems
Are
like
you sure?
Like wild boar.
Yes, actually, you know
Specific.
what? Maybe I don't know when this might have happened, but if it was recent, I mean, maybe they felt like the animals were getting aggressive, and then they just fought back against them, right? And then
yeah.
So maybe it was a self-defense thing, why they, rather than rather than being aggressive.
Any sign of struggle with the
Or
actual denizens of the stable?
Do we have a shrine there, Jenna? Can we teleport there?
Yeah, you have a shrine there. You
Let's-
can
I
teleport
mean
there.
that's
Let's not do that.
yeah, maybe
No, yeah.
they kind of wanted to fight us and we didn't want to.
Oh.
I'm really trying not
I
to let this
wonder-
not shatter Akila's new persona.
No, I do wonder if maybe it's not necessarily but it's like Terra making the animals all go crazy and they couldn't like if they were just kind of like out in the not if they, like in like the woods or somewhere like and all the animals started going crazy and attacking them, they're just like, well, maybe we can stay in the stable instead.
True.
Could be.
Well, I got some nice fabric. So
Great,
that's great.
we're all accomplishing things today. That's great.
I love a good fabric.
Yeah.
What color?
And Ari like is so excited that you asked and like pulls it out and like holds it up. Just like I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but this will be a gift for someone down the line. Eventually. But we should probably go like take care of the divine beast, probably, right? Like that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
have-
it'll be easy and not problematic at all.
I have my wings. How is everyone else getting up there?
I can do my bird. I can make my little bird companion, I think. If you give me 10 minutes.
Do you
Yeah,
want to hold the potion of flying just in case as well?
That'd be really nice. I would like that a lot, actually.
Good call.
Yeah.
Because everyone else sort of has like non-concentration based flying, right?
Yeah, I
Correct.
mean, I have Featherfall too if I need to cast
Okay.
that as well.
But then you'd just be
that's
stuck
why
down
it would
there.
probably
Yeah.
be better, yeah.
I can fly for like an hour, so I can probably only, and it's actually not even that. It's once I'm done flying, I'm done for like 1d12 hours. So this is one shot of flying for me to get up there.
Okay, and also I think I'm going to beforehand just for prep stuff. Do we want to make any meal or anything? Or no? Because I can also give people aid, cast that at 3rd level, and go with probably Natara, Lorhanan, and Anari. You guys get 10 added to your max HP.
Like, I guess we've got, we could make actually good mighty banana meal and get some attack. I don't know what else we
Do we
have.
think that Soul would cook for us?
That is also maybe a better option.
Or is he so
Um,
angry he would not cook?
That's a good question. Jenna, if we do go talk to Solela, what's her attitude like?
Are you going to?
I'll talk to her.
Yeah, you head up. Your family's roost is not far from here. You head up. Sola is in the like sort of over the cook area. And it smells great, whatever she's making. Um, and she is just finishing up, and she goes, "Oh, hi, Lydian. How are you? Good
Um,
morning."
Hi, good morning, Solella. We are about to head up and go with the rest of the military and see if we can put down this beast. We were wondering if you could maybe whip us up something that might help.
Oh, the beast. Yes, that's why we all have to leave now, isn't it? It's all that Kree cares about. Well, I've made myself, some fried wild greens, with a side of fish. Um, do you want some?
Um, sure. Do you
All right.
need any ingredients
Oh no,
that
it's
might
all over there.
help us?
You can make it yourself. Go ahead.
Ooh. She did the mom thing. I love it.
Damn.
I Lydian gets a little bit teary, and he's just like heartbroken to see his mom like this. And I think I turn out and I leave without saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
I am baffled. I just kind of come back to the camp and start lighting up our like portable pot and frying up some mighty bananas for everybody. Just because that's the last thing we said.
Yeah. Yeah, her demeanor certainly changed when you mentioned the beast. Um, but you are welcome to how many are you throwing in?
Um, where's our sheet of holding? We have 51. Like 12 or 13 for everybody, right? I mean,
Really, it's just for melee people, right? Because it doesn't help spellcasters. So
right,
you
but
can
I
skip
might.
on me.
Okay, I might use a bow maybe, and plus I have my bonus action weapon attack as well. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. And yeah, Jenna is like 13 or 14 bananas good enough?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
How are you going about cooking it after that cold interaction with your mother?
I think I just kind of like channel like the more like reserved Cree part of myself, the more strategist militant, like these bananas need to be the fucking best bananas ever. And like I need to evoke like as much power out of these bananas just to like channel my emotions into something and just get this like wipe out this bird, kill all these like great fairies and just finish everything. I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Go ahead. You can go ahead and do charisma.
21.
Okay. Um, you guys get
Why is there a 2?
Yeah, what is the +2 from?
Is that the jack of all trades? Did that increase?
That shouldn't.
no,
Okay.
because this isn't an
'Cause I
ability
feel
check.
like it.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Ability. This is
Does
just
the
straight
harp
charisma.
give you some? The harp give you something?
I don't think so. It's just that I can't. Whenever I roll below, or whenever I roll on for charisma, I can't roll below a 10. But I don't think the harp just gives me a 2.
Regardless, if it's that number or -2, it's the same category, so it's okay. We can figure it out later.
Okay.
The effect of this is +2 to hit with weapon attacks for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
So all of the weapon people can partake in that. Are we cooking anything else for Aquila?
I should be fine.
Okay. You guys eat your mighty bananas. Um, like your mighty banana meal. It's just simmered fruit. Is what it would come out to be. The only fruit in it is banana. Uh, and you eat it here at Rivali's Landing where you've met up. Um, and watch as uh, the Rito kind of take off. Everybody's kind of leaving for western, um, the northwestern side of Lake Totori. It seems that just north of Warbler's Nest is where a cave was found to send everybody to. Um, and yes, I looked at the Tears of the Kingdom map to find an actual cave. It's near there. um, and you guys watch everybody leaving. Uh, and whenever you're ready, you are good to join up at. Actually, no, I'd say probably the warriors come to you. Um, Kree and Taba land alongside all of the other warriors, Lo and Tulin, Lokrian, Masli, everybody. Um, lands and arrives, Verla, Huck, everyone. Um, as you guys finish up your meal. And Kree would say, good morning, everybody. We will be taking off shortly. Uh, Taba and I decided it would make the most sense to assign one of us to each of you to uh, help in the event something should go wrong. You are seasoned experts at this point in tackling these creatures. So we are there for your benefit and your aid. And now something kind of fun, I think, I'm going to share with you guys.
Don't forget about the break probably after you share this.
I'm going to show this and then you guys can like decide and stuff with the break. I
Sure.
kind of set it back a little bit because we started a little later.
Yeah, no, all good.
I think that everything on here is good, so I'm going to show it to you guys. Basically, you're each going to pick one of the Rito NPCs, and they will accompany you and give you a benefit based on what they're able to do. The They are all going up and they are all helping. And basically, the benefit of them being there and helping is that they are also it's not going to be factored in, but they are constantly attacking and drawing fire and doing that sort of thing. So any damage threshold that you would need to hit is negated. Any damage you apply is damage applied to the points that you are going to be targeting, as you guys have been up there before and are a little bit more familiar. So to kind of run through, you have Bree, based on her ability, she will tell you how each of the creatures, so to speak, are doing while you're up there. Lo will help with saving throws against being frightened, and give sort of like Lydian's silvery barbs almost, give like a lucky reroll one time. Taba gives you evasion. Tulin, sort of an empowered spell type of thing where you can reroll ones and twos when you deal damage with a spell. Lokrian, the arcane archer ability of curving shot. If you miss, you can choose a nearby target to hit instead. Masli, improved critical. Mixo will keep spamming Bardic basically for you. If it doesn't get used, it doesn't stack, but he will keep giving it to you every round. Pavilion, using his sort of scout rogue abilities, advantage on initiative, and helps with the target, like the first thing that you target. For everybody, everybody receives the benefit that you all get advantage against it that first round. That's everybody. You guys can sort of decide and pick. And we'll take a break here as you think about who you want to help you.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right, and we're back. Oh, this is such good planning strategy music.
Really good.
I've been doing this for 2.5 years.
Bird up. Bird up,
Dude.
baby.
Bird up.
Speaking of doing this for a while, I had to go back into the program I used to make maps to download the Medoh stuff. I made it in January of 23.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
It was episode 30.
No.
Now we're on
Oh,
episode
yeah.
82 and we're all old.
I've just ossified in my chair here.
So yeah, we have Frilo, Teba, Tulin, Lokrian, Masli, Mixo, and Pavilion. Who wants to take Hill?
Okay. Yeah. Does anyone want Kree?
No.
Wow.
I'll take her as a backup option. She's not my first choice.
Does anyone want Low?
It's literally redundant for me, so that's the one reason I'm not picking it.
Does anyone want Tava?
I want Tapa.
All right. William's got Tava.
Because I have a ring that allows me to succeed on deck saves, so I will always use that.
Who wants to win?
Me.
Because if either Aquila or Lydian needs to take the win.
Who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando?
All right. Who wants Locrian?
I mean, that's certainly kind of built for Natara, so.
Okay. My hot take is that Natara should not take Locrian.
But I think the improved critical or bardic inspiration.
I think
could be
that Natara should take Masli for improved critical.
Ooh.
Well, actually, it's Inari should have it because Inari has a higher damage ceiling.
True. But I guess Inari gets 2 attacks, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down with Masli or Mixo. I'm good with either. I'm not gonna duke it out or anything. So, I mean, Ben, what do you want Lorhannon to have?
I think there's not necessarily a great one for Lorhannon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mixo is probably the best for Lorhannon.
That makes
But
sense.
I could do Low or Kree.
I feel like you can kind of. I feel like Mixo might be good for you, but it's up to you. I mean,
I guess it probably makes sense to use Lokri and Maslow and have it be Natara and Inari's Lorraine. All those 3.
yeah.
Who's getting who?
I think we're going with Inari's getting Masli for improved critical. Lorhannon's going with Mixo. Natara's going with Locrian. That sound right to people?
Yeah, sure.
We took the 5 in the middle, right in a row.
Yeah. Everybody is.
We left behind all the family members.
Yeah, the villain lone Kree.
Well, everybody is still coming up. It's just a matter of who you want aiding you specifically, who's going to be assigned to you. It is all of the Rito warriors. The villain Ionia is going up. Everybody.
The villain Ionia.
Okay. We have that. Anything anybody else wants to do before you guys make your ascent?
I already cast aid on those guys, so I'm good.
We can just assume that Inari sat for 10 minutes to commune with her bird. So
Does someone want to hold a turret on the way up, or should I save my turrets for later?
I think that we're more vulnerable here in the air, right? And that like shield is pretty helpful.
Okay. Then we should cluster up into 2 groups, and the 2 groups need to be within 30 feet of me for me to fire the turret, but not for that, for the armor bonus.
Oh.
Alright, so I will make my 2 free turrets. I'll make them both force ballistas tiny. Who can hold them in? I will hold one in my hand, but I need someone else to hold another.
I'll hold one.
Okay. So 10 feet around both me and Lydian, there's a +2 armor aura.
Cool. This bird is moving through the sky. What if I put wall of force in front of it? What happens?
Nice.
Doesn't it have to like?
Like a bird hitting like a glass door. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I guess it just crashes. I don't know. We'll see.
Now, if I was the DM, I would probably rule that it casts disintegrate on the wall when it hits it.
Or the impact is disintegrate like.
I think it
True.
absolutely would be at that level. I'm just trying to like think about like how much force something of that scale
It says
soaring
nothing
through
can
the
pass through the
air.
wall.
I
Sheikah Shield
understand.
does melt
Divine Beast
magic walls.
has wards on it that upon impact cast disintegrate on the thing it impacted. There you go.
Fine.
There's no
Correct.
shot that a wall of force would stop. Yeah, for however we would rule it mechanically. Lydian knows that is not.
I also don't
what
think
would
we
happen.
want if we stopped the Divine Beast, if we're gonna go realism rules, then the Divine Beast stalls and falls to the earth then and
True.
destroys the village, probably.
Yeah, we can't really cast Featherfall on the Divine Beast.
The Divine Beast.
Or nameplates on all of these tokens so that it is
We
easier.
also want it so that it'll hit Ganon.
Man, this is making everything easier, but I can't do it in bulk. Alright, any other spells or anything as you guys start to ascend?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know that I. What was the Royal Bow's modifier? Do we have that? Was it like a +1 bow?
I believe
I don't
it
know that
is.
I ever. Okay. I was like, I know that it's durable, but I don't know that I ever. I'm like realizing that I don't think I put it in.
Yeah, I would say nothing else for me.
I know my Gerudo bow is like in need of major repair, but I'm just not going to use it.
You can have one of my bows.
I have like 2 knight's bows I have, so.
Okay.
fine.
Cool.
Give me a second. Sorry, I'm still trying to get everything set. Any conversations as you guys ascend with any of the do you guys sorry.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm just really focused.
Sorry, Jenna, we don't really have a lot of stall material. I can sing a little song if we want.
Okay, I'm adding the longbow to my sheet, so for the royal bow. So this is giving me time. Does this look right?
Oh, Katie, do you have the Belt of Hill Giant Strength or the Gauntlets? Which of those two do you still have equipped?
I believe that it's the belt.
Okay, so you should have
My
21 strength then.
Yes, yeah, my
Cool.
strength is 21.
I was thinking about the other day, like, did we ever? I forget with me not being able to rest if I ever got that applied or not.
Yes, yeah, I do
Cool.
have that. Unfortunately, the royal bow is not strength, but it also can't break, so
Group this.
I have got a with the gold. So I've got a plus 10.
Nice.
And I can hit anything within 600 feet with disadvantage. So we're doing
Pretty good.
okay.
Kayla, what cantrip did you pick up with the Forgotten Requiem?
I believe it was. It's Chill Touch that I have set to
Okay.
currently.
Okay. Holy shit. It's real time how long it's taking to get up there, apparently. I'm gonna move you guys to this map then.
Here we go.
I feel like you can understand why it took me so long, given how many little icons there
Yeah.
are. For
Oh wow,
each of
little
you.
icons for everyone.
The fleet.
Jesus,
Oh wow. Yeah.
Call the Avengers in.
the flight
We've
fleet.
got to kill this bird.
You guys ascend and arrive outside behind Divine like I can't speak. You guys ascend and arrive behind Divine Beast Va Meadow. Holy shit. There we go. Uh the air is freezing. The wind is strong. It whips around your hair, your feathers. Your clothes cling to your bodies against it. This a distant hum crescendos into a powerful roar as you close the distance between the mighty beast and your entourage. The divine beast's form, uh, stiff and wide, wings outstretched, uh, all of its body glows magenta, with the all too familiar aura of malice. Despite its mechanical aspect, it all the divine beast appears to recognize that you guys are approaching. I will need wisdom saving throws from everyone as a frightening caw rings out from the ever still open beak of this massive creature. And yeah, the shield from the four, I think I said that the force field was already up. 4 small machines zip out from the beak and get into place, and then the force field comes out and around to protect Va Meadow.
How close do we have to be to Inari? 10 feet? 15
feet.
feet? 10
Yeah, if
feet.
you guys want to arrange yourselves a bit better, I have your companions all being within 5 feet of you, in order to like maintain the benefits there. But yeah, I don't know if you want to be rearranged somehow differently.
I'm fine with it, I think.
How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're just gonna see how many are impacted. Fuck.
Yeah, I feel like we
We
Um,
kind of moved.
all
Not
of the Rito are currently frightened by the divine beast's caw.
It's okay. I think most of us are also, so
I'm gonna
What?
give you a flash of genius, Natara.
okay.
What
And
are
yeah,
the
yeah.
what are
Sorry.
the saves?
Oh,
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
26.
That's the crit.
I did crit, yes.
all of you but Lorhanan are frightened as well.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
This is an effect to frighten. So if there are things for
I rolled with advantage, so
okay.
I think
Oh,
Inari cannot.
Let me
right?
see. Yeah, because, yep, I can't be. Me and creatures within 10 feet of me can't be frightened while I'm conscious.
So you, your bird, and your Rito friend.
wow.
Sorry, gang. Forgot about
Can't
that
be
one.
frightened. That's good.
Used to the can't be charmed one. I forgot that I have frightened as well.
Alright, I'm going to put little markers on everybody. The else then. To signify being frightened. Everybody who was frightened additionally takes 9 points of thunder damage, half as much if you succeeded. Where's this? Okay. Whoa, why is there another Aquila?
Sorry.
Okay.
I meant to grab Diala.
You're fine. With that, that will thrust us into initiative. Go ahead. Any companions will share your initiative count. So basically,
Oh,
I needed this. I needed this.
let me think, because they're just
True.
contributing, so they're not actually going. None of them are going. They just kind of move. So I will have Kree roll to represent how everybody when all the Rito go.
We remake the wisdom save on our turn.
Yes,
Okay.
at the end of your turn.
As an
Perfect.
action or just for free?
For free at the end of your turn.
Okay.
This
Alright.
is really good.
Everybody in there. Oh, let me put the Divine Beast in
we
here
don't
as
have
well.
Aquila. We don't have Aquila.
Sorry.
Alright, let me put this here.
Aquila and I are.
Turn.
This is okay.
Yeah. They're nervous.
Holy
I've had
shit.
comment on how hard this approach theme slaps. And then
Yeah, it's really good.
And then you
I started
slam
air drumming and slam my
God damn, it got a 28.
Yeah. Look. This is
Oh.
It's the fast one.
major modifier to dexterity for this guy. All right.
I'm not sure this is possible.
Really hard. Can't believe we tried
We'll
this
be
one
fine.
first.
Stop. It's round 1. We haven't even gone yet.
No, it's not like deadly. It's just hard.
All right, let me get some lines.
Almost everyone is frightened, and the bird moves. Like, let's not forget that.
Are these distances accurate? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, currently yes.
Okay. Just because it was a difference.
So I think what we'll consider, so that I don't have to keep moving everybody, it's assumed that you're moving. We're gonna just count it as difficult terrain, and you have to like use movement to like maintain, as in like you have to use movement to maintain where you are. I can't talk. So that's what we will go off of there. So, oh wait, it's not that, it's more than that. Let's see who I can get in a line.
Hey, we strategize, guys, and we're not in a line. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna go for that one will be Lorhannon and or is this one better? No, I can I can get them.
I have a quick question, actually.
Yes.
I have Akila's turret. Akila also has her own turret. They
don't
give a
overlap.
plus. Okay, I was gonna say, do I get a +4 to my AC?
Well, yeah, it's what, within 10 feet? Hey,
Within
I'm
10
within
foot
10
radius.
feet. I think.
Yes, you are.
All right, so
Nah.
No, you're not.
So it's
I need dexterity saving throws from Lorhannon and Mixo, Natara and who's that? Locrian, Akila and Tulin, and Inari and Umli. As lasers are fired off of each of the 4 small mechanical machines.
Might be my first non-failed deck save.
Whoa.
Maybe. It's the best I've ever rolled on one, probably.
Let me look at what the
is
DC is.
my
Okay,
DC?
cool.
Yeah.
What we got?
Mine is also 14. 16 with first. I got a 22.
Okay.
20.
I got a 20.
I got a 14 and my bird got an 18.
Okay.
21 for Logan.
Okay. Kilo, what was yours again? I'm sorry. You said 20?
20.
I think then. Sorry, and Inari, what was yours and your bird?
Mine is 14, my bird's is 18.
Okay. You two are the only ones of your people that fail. And this damage, it was pretty good. So 21 points of radiant damage to those who failed, half as much to those who succeeded, unless evasion, then you know what to do. So,
I'm
That
taking
is
a
that.
quarter because of my chest plate.
sounds good. All right, that is that. Let me take care of my NPCs because they can also die. Well, not die, but they can also suffer.
It sure can. It sure can.
Holy shit, there's so many of these guys. Who got it? Huh, Gassane. Let's see. What else am I missing? Got them. Erla. Wow, it's a lot of people. And Tulin. And Locrian. And Mixo. Okay. And that's that. Okay. All right, Lydian.
I will be at the kind of center of this big pack. I'm gonna pull out my harp and I'm gonna cast Wisdom's Grace with this harp, giving everybody advantage on all of their wisdom saving throws for the rest of the battle, pretty much.
How far does that extend?
60 feet. I will draw it.
I'll put it on an aura for you real quick. You can. Everybody, yeah. Okay.
And then I'll bonus action give Bardic Inspiration to Natara.
Thanks, Lydian.
Okay.
Don't miss.
I'm gonna try not to.
All of the Ritos' turns. They again on their turns are just showing movement as representation, but they are also working on the Divine Beast and eliminating the damage threshold. So any of them that are not tied to you guys are going to use half their movement. To spread out. Oh, too far.
So what are the rules for if people are frightened because they can't usually move towards
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
the source of their fear?
They can't.
I don't really know how this works when we're like chasing it in the air, but
I don't either. They're just gonna stay put. But we'll remake Wisdom save.
Maybe they'll remake
With
the
an
wisdom save. and then
Advantage from your thing?
yeah.
Craze no longer frightened. 2 dice. Stain still is. Puck is no longer frightened. Tulin still is. Tava still is. Locrian still is. Mixo still is.
Jesus.
Pavilion still is.
I mean, a 19 didn't
It's
make
at
the
least-
save,
it's
so
at
it is
least
at
20.
least a DC 20
It's
save.
a DC 20, I think,
So
which is so hard for not our level people.
Wait, who had a 19?
Inari.
sorry.
I thought you said 14.
But you can't be frightened.
Oh, yeah, but I can't be frightened.
Wait. Yeah,
Anyway.
the 14 was the dex save.
Oh, yeah. She had a 19 to resist fear, but she can't be frightened, so.
Okay. Verla is not frightened. Low still is, unfortunately. Okay. Moranin.
Okay, so if I want to move forward, you said it's difficult for me to move forward,
Yes.
basically.
Basically to represent it's moving, you're keeping up.
So okay, right. So So I am using my actual movement amount. This is not. I have to expend action economy to dash to move. Right.
I'm confused.
Is it possible to move closer or not?
Yes.
Right. So I'm using my movement.
So yeah,
move.
what I'm saying is your movement speed, you are using half of it to maintain where you are, so you only have half of it to use. If you want to dash on top of that, you also gain that dash, but it's like to maintain position. We're considering it difficult terrain for the sake of using your inherent movement. Does that make
So
sense?
essentially, essentially,
Yeah.
if you wanted to dash as a bonus action, you would just move your regular movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Okay.
that's a better explanation. I was, yeah, trying to simplify, but
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's see.
and
I'll
movement. So
probably-
you start with a bardic at the start of every turn.
I do start with a Bardic, that's right. I think I'll use my bonus action to dash because I don't really have any other like
Mhm.
bonus actions at this point. So I will move here and I will throw some Eldritch Blasts at this cannon thing.
The one that's right here. Sorry, I was zoomed in.
Yeah.
This one. Okay.
Yeah, that one. And one of these I will add a D10 to.
Oh wait, no, I don't think you can, because it's
to
not a
the
valid
attack.
bardic
It's not-
inspiration.
You can do.
Oh, you can do it
ability-
on attack, but
Yeah,
not damage.
it's not for the
Yeah, you're right.
damage. Yes.
You're so right.
Okay, the first one I will add my Bardic inspiration to. So that is a 22, a 26, and a 10.
First two will hit. The 10 will miss.
I think. All right.
Agonizing blast, baby. Where is it?
Cool, very cool. That's a total of 4 force damage.
Okay. Anything else, Lorhannon?
That's everything I can do.
All right, Natara.
All right. We're gonna do the silly thing of Natara can't like move closer, but she's just gonna like teleport laterally to like be able to get her third attack.
Sure.
Uh, so yeah, so she's not she's any closer, so she'll just I'm not gonna keep moving her back and forth, but she is doing that.
Mhm.
So I guess I will do my first one at not the one Lorhannon just did, but the one in the middle that's like
Okay.
to the left. Yeah. And then just like do a line, then the one Lorhannon just hit, and then the one on like the right wing. With my arrows. I'm now realizing I should okay. So... Oh wait. Did I? Okay. Anyway. Did I seriously? What? Did I seriously roll 2 2s?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So okay, so that is a 12, a 12, and a 19. But let me look at my thing from so
Oh, yeah.
once per turn when I make an attack roll with an arrow and miss, I can re-roll the attack roll against a different target. Okay. So I will do again the one that I made against B missed, so I will try to re-roll and actually hit B.
Wait,
If I
so
can-
okay. So, which one were you targeting?
So I guess I'm assuming that the 12s miss. So I first targeted B and missed, and then I
Okay.
targeted C and missed.
Okay.
So yeah, on because using
Yes,
Locrian's thing, I'm gonna try to retarget and try to hit B.
Yes, I was just making sure. I was making sure I didn't hear D because D is too far. That's all.
Yes, I did check. Okay. Okay, so that is now an 18 against B.
18 will just hit B,
Okay, and then a 19 against D.
which will hit.
Okay, so against B, that is 10 piercing,
Okay.
and against D, that is 9 piercing.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Then you can remake your wisdom
Oh yeah.
with advantage from Lydian. And you also have a bardic from Lydian.
Yeah, I'm realizing that maybe I could have used that on my one attack, but it's fine. Oh well. Yeah. Okay, that is a 23.
23 succeeds.
Cool. Alrighty, that is my turn then.
Okay. Aquila.
What's your ruling on if we move into Anari's radius, what happens to our frightened condition?
I think I guess. How is it written, Anari?
I think you are right.
I think it's just anyone who's in, like, I can pull it up right here just to get the specific language. So, starting at 10th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be frightened while you are conscious. So it just
It
says,
would
that's
go
it.
away then.
But like, would it come back after I got out of the 10 feet?
I think it would break the frightened condition and you'd have to be re-frightened in order to get it again.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little shuffle to the left and become unfrightened. And while I'm there, I'm gonna haste my good friend Anari.
Oh, wait, are you hasting
Or sorry,
near the...
I'm gonna haste her board instead, not her. And then I will. Now that I'm not frightened, I guess I will move 3 feet. Actually, I think I have a flight speed of 60 feet now, so I will move 3 additional feet. And I will fire with my bonus action both my turrets at B, one straight, one with disadvantage. That's a crit.
Let's go.
This is at B,
Yeah, and the second attack is a 14 with disadvantage.
which will miss. The crit, absolutely.
That's big money.
That is, wow, ouch on that reroll. But that should be 24 plus 9, so that's 33 force damage.
Holy shit. I need a calculator. Yes, okay. Ooh. B is starting to, like, you can see that the force field in that area kind of like flickers a little bit.
Cool, that's it for me.
Okay.
I get 4.
And Ari.
Okay, so the bird is hasted, and
Bird's
I
hasted.
dash. And I dash. I use one of my actions to dash, and or bird's actions to dash, and then the bird gets like another action, right?
So what's the bird's speed?
So the bird's regular speed is 30, but its fly speed is 80.
Okay. So you have 40 as like the start of the movement from like keeping up. And then you can go from there with your dashes.
Okay, so it's like 40. So be
Well, really, it's 160 now.
80 plus 80.
She's doubled. She's hasted. So is it
Okay.
80 to keep up?
God, guys, I thought I could just like shove this out of the way and it would be fine. We're gonna call it fuck it. Just flat out, just to going forward. Because luckily not too many people have moved. You have to use 20 feet of movement to keep up with the bird. We'll call it.
Okay.
Cool.
So if I dash twice, I'm at. I'm sorry.
You're at
You're at
400 movement if you
Yeah,
dash.
you're-
Holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I think I can make it to A then.
Yeah.
So
I think you can.
Yeah.
you
Okay.
can reach anywhere on this map.
yeah, I'm gonna get to A. I think I need to move up like one
Zooms.
more. Yeah, I'm having Nari zoom over, and then she's gonna try to hit this this one with her sword.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Scimitar. Okay. No. I saw 19 and I was like, hee. I'm like, no. It is a 19 though.
19 hits.
All right. Okay, that's 14 slashing. You know what? And I'm gonna divine smite. I don't know if I want to use my third level smite yet. I'll do it at second level, so I'll do a second level divine smite.
Okay.
So that's 3d8. That's 15 radiant damage. And then I'm gonna electric charge hit it for 2d6. So that's 3 lightning damage. And then I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Okay.
Let me see if that connects. That's a 20.
20 hits.
That's a 5 originally, but they get the plus 15. I'm gonna reroll that. Okay, that's another 14 slashing, and then I'll do another second level radiant damage roll. So that'll be 3d8. That's 16 radiant. And then how's it looking?
It's starting to like glitch out a little bit.
Alright, I'll lightning charge it again, just for funsies. Oh, ignore that.
Whoa.
Click on one. Sorry, not to get everyone excited. That's an 8.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and that'll be it for her.
Hey guys, I did 4 force damage. Let's not discount Lord Hannon's contribution to this fight thus far.
Oh,
Of course not.
absolutely not.
Never.
Lord Hannon
Wait, hold on.
endured the frightened condition from
That's right.
yeah, Lord Hannon didn't get frightened. Lord Hannon is present and functioning.
Yeah.
And Ari, with your 400 move speed, could you have flown by, like, did a drive-by on everyone before you went up
I
there?
could have.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude, you-
damn.
Almost certainly could have.
Shit.
All
Sorry,
right, well,
gang.
as soon as you kill
All
A, you
good.
can come get us again, because they'll probably just try to
Yeah.
re-frighten us.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because my bird and I are good. So yeah. All right, that's it for me.
Okay. Let's see. Who are we blasting? Well,
Uh-oh.
I can get Inari only and Kree.
Oh, shit.
I can
Shit.
get. Wonder if I did it. Hello. If I did it this way, if I could get. I think I can, yeah, because it's 5 feet wide. Alright, so Inari Umli Kree, Aquila, who is that there? I can't even see. Masley.
Well, Masley's with Inari.
Masley's gonna have to catch up to Inari.
Yeah.
Masley's not on the bird. These guys are gonna try and keep up with you guys. They move on their turn.
Oh, right, okay.
Does that mean that Inari can't get improved critical and she's 150 feet away?
No, you still get it. They're
Okay.
like basically their movement is being used to like stay with you guys, but you gain their benefit the whole duration of this approach.
Okay.
I'm not
Nice.
gonna be rude.
Thanks, Jenna.
Lydian and Taba also. And I can get both who's that? Verla and Ionia. So everybody I just named make dexterity saving throws.
I shouldn't have advantage. I got 11.
I'm re-rolling that. I think I can. Let me use what? Yeah. I'm gonna add 2d4 to that. Probably won't help much, but
What are you using? again?
favored by the gods, just to 2d4. Yeah. Oh,
Watch Diala.
okay.
No,
Gotta
that's
roll
just
my
Diala.
verb. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll take the lingering injury.
She's immune to all conditions, though, so no injury.
Right.
17. Ionia. Verla. Okay. Alright, how did you all fare?
5.
I
11.
got a 13 and my bird got a 19.
Fail. Bird got a 19. Bird succeeds.
That's nice.
I will burn a charge of my ring to take no damage.
Sounds
This
good.
isn't a magical attack, right, Jenna?
I think, given the arcane nature of the technology, it would be considered magical.
Alright, well then I make it with advantage.
Okay.
Doesn't really help me. 9.
Okay. So I think then Lydian succeeds, takes no damage from Taba's help. And Umle the bird succeeds, so and takes half, but everybody else who failed will take 17. Umle will take 8. Wait,
Yeah, I think it's
9.
8. 9? Okay, one off. 17 for
Fix all these guys that ended up with
No problem.
Okay. That's Va Meadows' laser attack there. We're back to Lydian.
Okay, I can't move towards him whatsoever when I'm afraid.
That's correct.
Okay, I'm 125 feet away from these things, so I can't do anything.
Hey, Lydian didn't you didn't
Yeah.
reroll your save.
Oh, I guess I didn't reroll my save at the
Oh,
end
sorry.
of,
Go ahead.
of my turn.
From last time.
That's a wisdom save with advantage.
That's true.
That's a 12.
You're still frightened.
Shit. I think honestly, like Lydian is trying to be tactical, but is kind of getting a little bit of flashbacks from the last time that we were up here, and it's kind of haunting. So I'll just keep. I think I just I can still make attacks on it though, right? On the beast or no?
With disadvantage, because it's in your
Right.
sight.
Okay. I will just attack B with 2 arrows. then.
Okay.
Okay, so let me put it at disadvantage. Nice bow. First attack's a 14.
Miss.
That's, I don't know why I rolled damage.
Very
Second
confident
attack's a 12.
14. 12 will also
Yeah.
miss.
Okay, and then I give I'll give Bardic Inspiration to which one of the Rito feel like they might need Bardic Inspiration?
You could give it to Taba to help with the saving throw, because they're not making attack rolls or ability checks. They're just making their saves.
I'll give it to
It's better to give it to somebody like with your group. It gets more.
Yeah, Natar already has one. Aquila doesn't really use it a whole lot. It's nobody really. I won't do anything. I guess
What's the range on it? Isn't it 60 feet?
it's 60 feet. Yeah.
What about Lorhannon?
Lorhannon gets it every turn
Oh,
anyway
true.
from
Doesn't...
the D10.
Yeah, I could have 2 Bardic Inspirations.
You can't have 2 Bardic
No,
Inspirations.
this is not Dimension 20.
No, I'll just forgo my bonus action then. That sucks.
Alright. Ritos, those that are free can move, so they get 30 feet then if it's a blanket. how I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I'll remake my wisdom save as well.
Yes.
Crit, finally,
Yay.
Jesus.
You are no longer frightened. Take
Thank the
your
Lord.
Marker off. Furla's not frightened. We'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 with her. Masley's not frightened. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Trying to catch up with Inari. That's all of them. I'm gonna make their rerolled saves for those that are frightened. Ooh, that is a crit from Gassane. No longer frightened. To Lynn, another crit. Teva, that will just be enough with his modifier. Okrian, still frightened. Mixo, not frightened anymore. Pavilion, not frightened anymore. I'm rolling so much better this time around. Ionian, also not frightened anymore. This is huge. And Low, also not frightened anymore.
Brave birds.
That was so many high rolls. Holy shit. It's just Locrian now who's still frightened.
Makes sense.
Alright, Lord Hannon.
All right, I'm gonna use 20 feet of movement to keep up with the bird.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move forward 10, dash, move another 30, and then I'm going to throw Eldritch Blasts at B.
Okay.
On the wrong way. Get my Eldritch Blast. I always. All right, I will add my Bardic onto my last roll.
Okay.
Okay, so that's at 22, a
Hits.
9,
No?
and a 16.
Misses also. So the first one hits.
Oh, baby. It takes 4 force damage.
That's a
Oh,
100% improvement.
Alright. Anything else, Lord Hannon?
No, that's good.
Natara.
Lorraine in long range fights is so sad.
Natara is gonna do the exact same thing she did last turn.
Except you can move forward now.
Except I can move forward now, but I don't know that it's necessarily worth it, because it doesn't
Up to
really
you.
matter what the range is.
Sure.
And I'll be nice to Locrian, who cannot currently move forward.
You don't want to embarrass him in front of the other Rito warriors.
Exactly. Okay. I guess if I did get within 30 feet of any of them, I could use Planar Warrior, but I don't know that I will do that.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. 3 attacks. So that is I do have a Bardic, so I'm going to apply the Bardic to the first one against B, because I don't think I can miss if I do that. Yeah, okay. So that is a 17, 26,
Hits.
a 21, and a
Hits.
29.
Hits. All three of those will hit. These are all at which one?
B, C, then D.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so against B, that is 7 piercing.
Okay.
Against C, that is 6 piercing.
Okay.
And against D, that is 9 piercing.
Got it. All right. Anything else?
That is it.
Aquila.
Okay. A question, Jenna. These things, they're not on the same plane as and by that I mean like altitude as the divine beast, right? Are they floating above or below it or something, or are they on the same altitude?
They're on the same altitude.
Okay, interesting.
Like the ones A and D are at like the wingtip, like floating there.
Okay.
B and C they're like towards like the higher end of it. That's why they're able to shoot over the legs. The legs are lower. But it's kind of like the butt area, like higher.
Okay. I am going to, for my action, cast Vortex Warp on Lorhannon and put him next to C.
Alright.
Thanks, Aquila.
Can you ping John, can you ping where Aquila is moving Lorhannon? Like which square?
Just here. Actually, here, like as insulated as possible from the other ones.
Okay.
And then I will move my 40 feet.
And
I'm going- What's that?
You would want to do your cannons first, technically.
Oh right, I have to be. Well, yeah, you're right. I should, even if it's disadvantage for the other one. Yeah, I will fire both my cannons first. So the first one straight. It's only a 17 to hit.
Just misses.
And do I get lucky with the disadvantage? No way, Jose. It's a 13.
That will also miss.
And then I will just, move up.
Okay. Inari.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the one in front of me again.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 25.
Hits.
That's 16 slashing. I'll do, oh. I will do a first level divine smite.
Okay.
That's 10 radiant damage. How's it looking?
As you hit it with this, and the radiant energy comes up from your scimitar of the 7, you destroy this machine and knock it out of the air. A
Sorry.
is defeated.
All right. I'm seeing that like Locrian is still affected based off of just like the dot. Is there anyone else from what I can remember who's still
I think-
affected?
Everybody else is not afraid right now.
Wow. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna have Inari swing over. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, I don't want to move it. I want to measure. So if I have, oh shit, if I have her go like here, be like 1 to 15, and then I have to like move almost. I did like another. Okay, I'm gonna have Inari go fly over to D, and I'm gonna position her. Oh gosh, I'm just moving her so I can move my screen so that she's like here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have her hit this one.
Okay.
All right,
One for D.
that's a 32.
Yeah.
17 slashing.
Okay.
And I'll do 1/4 or 3rd level divine smite on this one. I'll balance it, so that'd be 48 or 3d8. No, 48. So that's 19 radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'll lightning charge that one as well. So it's 5 lightning.
Okay. This one is glitching and starting to blink out a little bit.
Nice.
All right. Von Meadows go. Medoh will cry out once again. I need wisdom saving throws from everybody.
But everyone within Lydian's range has advantage.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, has
Let me roll through
advantage.
this. Cree fails.
Yes.
That's a fail. That's a fail. My good rolls are going away. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a success. Dave was fine. They're not massively. Mixo fails. Villain fails. Ionia succeeds. Low succeeds. Verla makes a struggle. Fails. That's the Rito. How'd you all fare? What do we have?
15.
Fail.
7.
Fail.
I crit. 22.
I assume, yeah. Success.
21.
Success. And what about Inari?
I'd be
and Elaine?
frightened.
Oh,
So should I?
can your bird be frightened?
No,
No,
I
'cause
think
it's
the
in your
bird's
aura,
within
right?
range of me.
Yeah, never mind. Ignore that. But so Tara gets a little thing, and Keela gets a little thing. Okay.
Oh.
Precisely. Lydian, your turn.
I'm gonna move up 30 feet. 1, 2. Well, actually, wait. It's
You
I
have
just
30
lose
feet because you're flying.
okay. 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna cast. Let me just double check this radius. To corner. Can I cast a synaptic static right there and get both of them?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure.
I'm gonna do that. That is a. I don't know if they roll for this, but it's, 18.
DC 18.
We didn't have an intelligence.
They both fail.
Okay, so they both take. I guess. Well, wait a minute. A creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected by this spell. I feel like I don't know how smart these machines are.
No, they still fail.
Okay.
Yeah, they're contracts. They're part of Medoh. It's smart.
Cool. Then 8d6 psychic damage is coming their way. 32.
Very
Okay.
nice. That's really good damage.
Yeah.
B blinks out.
And then-
C takes that.
How's C looking?
Glitching. But
I will
just starting
bonus
to.
action shoot that one.
Okay.
I swear to God, we'll be in.
I probably missed it. It's a 16.
Misses.
Okay.
All right.
Now I get to miss.
Well, birds
That
get
would
to
never
move
happen.
next. Table will fly up to be with Lydian. Ionia will go. Flo will also move. Keep spreading out a bit. I think those are all the birds that can move, so I'm gonna make the rolls for those that are still frightened. Verla first, not with advantage, is still frightened. Villain, frightened. Mixo, frightened. Locrian, frightened. Tulin, frightened. Definitely frightened. Christine, frightened. Gasly, frightened. Is that Puck? Puck succeeds. These are all being made with advantage because they're in your aura, Lydian. Right? That's still present?
Yeah, for a minute.
3 succeeds. Okay. Lord Hannon.
So, I use my bonus action to try to gain insightful fighting against this.
It would be against Von Meadow, so yes.
Against Vomit.
Yes.
Sure.
I
Alright,
rolled a
I got
nat
a
1.
15. Let's go.
You used my big die and it kind of like rolled like in slow motion almost and it landed. I was like, is that a 7? No, it's not.
Alright. Then I am going to attack this turret with my ancient short sword.
Huge
Yes.
money.
Yes. You get some slammage from that too, right?
Would get some slammage.
Okay.
Okay, first attack is a. Okay, so do I'm gonna let that one be. I'm gonna let that one be a 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Misses.
Probably a good bet.
Yeah, I feel like
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a 27.
Oh yeah, 27 hits, absolutely. All right, start putting it together. What are we looking at?
Oh, it's an angry 16.
not. I mean, okay, sneak attack. So that is. Yep, that is 24 force.
Okay.
Very nice.
Still up. It's still glitching. Looks worse, but it's still there. Anything else?
That's everything.
Natara. Frightened once again.
yeah, I'll fire one shot at C, one shot at D.
Okay. All of
I
you.
know. Mark off my arrows.
One at C, one at D.
Oh man, that is so sad.
That is very sad. Okay, both of those missed. It's a 15 and a 13.
All right. Anything else?
Oh, I do still have a bardic. So
You
I might.
used that last
Or,
time.
no, I
didn't you?
don't. I used it last time. Yeah. So, yes, I did because I needed to roll a 1 to hit. Okay, so I'm going to try to remake the wisdom save.
Yep.
That is a 19.
Oh.
You were still frightened, unfortunately. Was that made with advantage?
Yes.
Damn it.
Shit, thunder outside?
Yeah, it's pouring now.
It's sunny out. For us.
Oh, well, it's pouring for here.
That
That's
is
why Sarah
low.
became much more pink, because it got dark outside.
Yeah.
It was like raining and sunny a little while ago, but it's totally dry now and sunny, and that was thunder. That's crazy. All right. Unfortunately, still frightened, Natara. Akila.
Can I move laterally, or is that getting closer to C?
It's the source of your fear is Medoh itself. I will allow you to
Okay.
move laterally.
Alright, I will move laterally then.
It's kind of weird because like it's all Medoh. These like little things are Medoh, but they have a different AC than the actual divine beast, and have their
Gotcha.
own attacks. Like Medoh is making a multi attack by firing off these.
Gotcha. I am going to, first off, bonus action fire with my turrets. Can both turrets see?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, just wanted to double check that. This is going to be just, I'm running the numbers of just roll a bunch of disadvantage attacks. Okay, 13 and a 13.
Nope.
All right, and then I'm going to use one charge of my Knife of Spell Storing to cast Scorching Ray on C.
Okay.
So that's a 20 on the first,
That will hit.
and a 19 on the third, and a 15 on the second.
Second will miss, but first and third will hit.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to re-roll a 2 and a 1 in that. Okay, cool. So that is a total of
19.
19.
You move over. Both of your turrets blast at C and miss, but you hurl these scorching rays with your spell storing knife and drop C out of the sky.
Bring us home, Anari.
Hello, can we move? Maybe. I can move like that. Can I? Oh, hello. Oh. All right. Well, it's as covered as it can be apparently. Maybe I need to zoom in. Yeah, I needed to zoom in. All right. Akila, go ahead. Remake your wisdom as well.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
those
yeah.
clouds are
Jeez.
rolling in. Ooh.
It's only a 9.
You are still frightened. Inari.
Alright, I'm gonna hit D with my big fuck off sword. Let's see what happens. It's a 23.
Hits.
That's 14 slashing.
Okay.
And all radiant damage at first level. At first level, cast Divine Smite, so it's 2d8. 7 radiant damage.
That is exactly how much was left.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
And
Okay.
you take out I don't want to copy that, I want to copy this. The final of the come on, man. There we go. Of these nodes that have come out and created this force field, and the entire thing flickers out. This glowing, malicious magenta is dissipated. And you guys are. We will exit initiative because Medoh is no longer hostile. It has been sedated for now, we'll say. Let me grab. I'm gonna push. No, I'm just gonna move you guys to a different map. The Rito kind of call out and inform you that they are going to stay vigilant and make sure everything is okay outside, but you guys are good to go in and do the things you have to do. I'm gonna move us over to a map where he is green. He's not glowing evil malice colors. And you guys can board. Only. Woo. Big bird. Board you guys kind of around where you were.
Even looking at the Breath of the Wild soundtrack too much. I'm coming along.
Hey, the last shrine one and this one is this one's pretty cool. I like Meadows. I've
You
also
guys. Good.
done one more recently, so
You guys board. The beast continues to fly in its normal pattern, but It is no longer hostile. And with the rest of the Rito behind, guarding the skies, and more specifically staying vigilant for their entire village population that has been relocated to a cave in Westatori. We will resume next time with you guys entering the Va Meadow dungeon.
Guys, we did it.
Mm.
Finally.
Uh,
Been too long with this stupid bird.
a moment of appreciation for how I went about making Divine Beasts 2 years ago. Hand drawn with a mouse.
Yeah, that is.
Jesus.
You hand drew this with a mouse?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's nuts. That's crazy good.
I think he's adorable. I love him.
Yes.
But that is where we will stop because I don't want to start in the middle of the and stop in the middle of the
Ah.
dungeon. Let's end the